France so many Germany and de epem so na komo ben and say free mu for 2025 Ghana Premier League no ye wie otena and e be sample wan and say ebetimi age GPN no ebetimi asene na so woni bisa kotoko ebetimi age league na mana ye da wachena sha no so ye de wonsam ye de bama abra otena games ni nyina no eba na wie ye division 1 no season ye wie ni nyina already yanya 3 clubs say so ma qualify Ghana Premier League no omeba na ma begiram na omatia bobobi na nyina ensema anapei ye de ebra hyehyehye enya sam keto saso ana nano Ghana ekopie mu awo UK we 4 nation tournament etime course Unity Cup no na otuado akasa etese mafo bebene etese Ghana ya qualify World Cup na kobi woso wo kasa no jai yenya qualify na onim de woka ahonsam obete anana pay saso ana Bernard Somwa Sapon kuma sa Sante Kotoko player na yeso mo lo no kopie mu awo Sata Vigo B no enu a obonwele kopie mu awo dakwa jache na okwen no nyama besa na ekosi ye de wonsam ye de mamam ye capsule gutu ya hombwa for china last games I told you our GPN mo no ne nyina ayenkoma na pay ya betena se e de bra hyehyehye na nya sami ketokra wo de ne sempo bo ma afide na Akwaaba radio 98.1 sama na banyina no ne nyina onsabetimi aka bona brenie ode akwa no ne na mana ne nsam ya kofa e de abro wo wia daka no e beto aso hyehyehye e Akwaaba radio 98.1 yengo ba mana ne nsam no emro.
Anopaisha Brasia so say Yeramuna Yadibu Konko Farmer so on sama yan sakano and Yadiba Somo our Akwaaba sports preview so na uko Facebook a show no live our home a Akwaaba radio brekum and answer Akwaaba FM any Akwaaba 98.1 on Facebook okwa na wa like show no o like we and wa drop comment no me share no so on YouTube so show no live our home and also a Akwaaba radio TikTok Instagram X and also Twitter online maintaining radio any Play Store e ho nyina no Akwaaba radio and ano pa ba bia be ko bia no Akwaaba radio and adodo na etie na Kofi Ntantam so Yanshan Samana say, Enfinko Farmer Sodia, Naya Shase Adia free World Cup qualification games are across Europe na Enra Uko Group Aya, Estonia, Wabo Etina Fie, Ama Israel, Echo Bomo Ekamian San, Womo Estonia Eti Emubako, Afe Norway, and so Abontanamian Sam, Edigu Italy Fortanama, Womo Italy Minor, Womo Entimi Ante, Alexander Salot Etwatna, Antonio Nusa, and so Ebo Gonibi, and Alan Halland, Ebo the third goal in the first half. Not just a no way. I say Italy a Camian sa Italy minor. One more ante. Na coffee for club and country. The atia Anissa Alexander Salat. Etimi about 30 goals this season for club and country. No way any Atletico Madrid Bobo Kono who can go sir. Wabo Amu Abuna. Incredible numbers of 30. And for Brenton team. And Ellen Haaland, one also for the Norwegian national team, who have bought 41 matches, was shot 40 goals, and now I have 4 assists. And they are not paid. The last 4 games, Italy for Abano, and Crofona Alusunina, Wamu Lusu 3-1 to France, Wamu Lusu 2-1 to Germany, and Wamu Lusu 5-4 on penalties to Germany. Nakofia Kano, and Wamu Lusu 3-0. Where Ama say, Uka World Cup qualification matches, no group I know, no way. And they kind, woman equal 9 points plus 10 goals. All the 3 matches. Woman name Afe Israel Etosu and Sam. Woman our 6 points plus 1 goal. Estonia Etosu and 9 3 points minus 2. And Italy and so I say Estonia Etosu and Sam. Woman our 3 points minus 2. Italy Etosu and 9. Woman about 1 game. Woman alusu sa 1 game na. Woman any ababia. And a Moldova and so Etosu enuma. Woman any ababia. Na pedi elkoidie. Yenye nim se Italy for about just 1 game mu group stage num now so the ati anesese nyame amwa na omo antimi anwene other 2 matches eno enso ya postpone do edi akoya nim no so omo antimi anwene ammo amma top wonum bia and for the 3rd consecutive time now Italy ebe fail to qualify for the World Cup ebe koso our USA and no group J North Macedonia and in Belgium the Red Devils ebe 1-1 draw uko group Kenswa, the atia anise games akoso ama Wolves so am ane Leicester eboye Wolves minor and we need 3-0 Group L no Czech Republic and we need 2-0 Etia Montenegro and a Gibraltar atna fie ama Croatia ekwa bomo eka enswa womo Gibraltar minor womo entimi ante uko Group G Malta and we need 4-0 and answer and then womo ani omayani din ani Lithuania about 4 p.m. na Finland 6:45 no womo ani Netherlands minor Akwaaba after Bosnia and Herzegovina and so Ababo Group H game against San Marino 1 p.m. na for Austria minor 6:45 for and Romania Akwaaba na the Atianisa Andorra and England and there about 4 p.m. Albania and Serbia and so Ababo 6:45 and no games so our European World Cup qualification matches we had moon say yebenya team so mbewramu World Cup na say our 2026 USA and Mexico and afeso no Canada na kofi mame format here for se nyankopon nya adom odach na UEFA Nations League no yebenya de obeje cup no because 3rd and 4th place no be koso na 1 p.m. Germany wom and France na airborne na final game no akwakoya Portugal and Spain 7 p.m. our Allianz Arena na mame kaya tie for say Portugal my last 5 matches or mabona emu bia no matimi akipu clean sheet that means the last 5 matches no wom aconsider go ewomum Samson and Spain for so no one last 5 matches no one team enkipu clean sheet no mom empan for actual Spain ever shed the away jersey and no aye yellow jersey no nyankopon nya adom odach na Portugal for ashe the red jersey and end up no ya di mamo now Roma Spain and Portugal one about 40 matches na 40 matches no Spain and winning 16 Portugal and draw 7 and I say Portugal and winning 7 and 17 I draw goals at Spain ashe 77 and Portugal ashe 45 goals the Spain and Portugal in all competitions one about 40 matches no Spain and winning 16 Portugal and winning 7 and 17 I draw Spain ashe 77 goals and Portugal ashe 45 goals Lamine Yamal anya kwanya ekwa share the 2 great players world football mu say Cristiano Ronaldo wo hia ne Yankopon nya adom ode akina na Francima no so no wode Leo Messi ebe hia abra Argentina ene Spain for ebo enti Lamine Yamal abrant ne anya kwanya a wo kwakosha Messi ene Ronaldo na kofi emodi ma Spain for ebo ntino the latest FIFA ranking on the 13th of July ebebadom Spain ebe pushi abo mani baako Argentina ena edikan Spain ebeba beto so 2 na France akọ 3rd na England maintain one position ewo 4th na Brazil enso maintain one position ewo 5th na Argentina for ya kasa World Cup no wo mo qualified that say FIFA ranking so wo mo eda number 1 position no enra wo mo anwini 1-0 etia Chile ewo CONMEBOL World Cup qualification games on the 16th minute and Julian Alvarez ebo the only goal Argentina minor Colombia and Peru ebo 0-0 and Venezuela wo mo anwini 2-0 etia Bolivia we amasese yenya countries wo mo qualify Canada Mexico USA there wo mo qualify that already Japan New Zealand Iran Argentina Uzbekistan for qualify South Korea qualify and Jordan wo mo so qualify na kofi ma memfama tie for so oram our La Liga empenfo confirm Hansi Flick and Irene coach of the season and a best under 23 player no Lamine Yamal Aje best La Liga player of the season anko ama Rafinha about 36 matches was 18 goals and 10 assists womu agina so the best player in the La Liga amwono Rafinha na the tie anese oram our CIES football observatory womu so serve ya no womu say the highest market value player Abrante for Lamine Yamal 402 million euros. Diotosu mienu Ellen Haaland 240 million euros. Jude Bellingham etosu miansa wanunso awo 234 million euros. Kylian Mbappe etosu enai 193 million euros. And Jamal Musiala etosu enuma wamu value no 155 million euros. And no at the highest estimated transfer value through CIES football observatory na kofi de aba adise oramu awa Portugal wa national team camper papa ni de ane Roberto Martinez ane manager amu wo waso wi adwuma Vitinha aye and amam the Paris Saint-Germain team no and first the Portuguese national team na afia ka wo bia wo deserve Ballon na enye Lamine Yamal and enye Ousmane Dembele enye Rafinha nemum aye Abrante Vitinha eno aye Roberto Martinez what the to the Benfica I pay 48 million euros from Real Madrid and Real Madrid for ebetimi afa Alvaro Carreras womu etimi afa Brantino but Kofi dia mate and Real Madrid team there I imagine ombetuam 40 million euros club the person dia Brantino FIFA Club World Cup na say and sana even kwa potem juno ebedua etimi adu enunti wamachasa Abrantino din and Franco Mastantuono a player say we eba be sign no 6 years doll and at the mate NSM Madrid for Eddie Emma Boy no na Abrantino Madrid and River Plate in the club no wamunsu awie bibia Abrantino ti and Mastantuono eba be piemu Real Madrid bobo kono na sika say Madrid for Eddie Emma River Plate no aye 45 million euros na Kofi Nkrofo ne pepe bruta 45 million euros no womabubu mu enan womu tua in 4 installment utimu se anu edinye papa ye confirm ni nyina amamu awa fidikesie so enu Madrid for confirm ye se ampa jesia na ye ka se enum ana 2025-2026 wo mbehye no enu anampa wo mo ekwakwahye enti enu wo ye official announcement se sa jesi na wo di uramu awo FIFA Club World Cup num enti awo US abonten so no Madrid for ebehye 2025-2026 season just wo mbehye no no mo ade abo FIFA Club World Cup no na ye ka Madrid aseb no Spanish La Liga and painful a confirm say on the 15th of August we ever started matches on until 15th of August and the year started La Liga 2025-2026 and run so see I'm paying for a confirming data ya the starting see no any matches no we confirming ni nyina we say Sunday 24th August ya boss see our matches no day one AC Milan and the newly promoted side Cremonese e kwa kwhia Pisa team na we enso ane Atalanta, Cagliari ane Fiorentina, Como enso ane Lazio, Genoa ane Lecce ebebo, Inter Milan ane Torino, Parma ekwa kweshia Juventus, na Roma team no, wamu ane Bologna akwa kweshia Sassuolo Calcio, wamu ane SSC Napoli the defending champions, na Udinese Calcio ane Hellas Verona enso akwa kwaba. Roma team no a confirming Gian Piero Gasperini as their manager for the next 3 years, was signing contract until June 2028. And in some area can no and one album after 9 years, Gian Piero Gasperini and free Atalanta and no ama say same Urama Ivan Juric or no I former Southampton manager no one mum and Atalanta for afan as replacement ama Gian Piero Gasperini a similar team a didn't come up with Juventus for most strike of Serbia and Dusan Vlahovic unim said Genoa for and Patrick Vieira and so a rich agreement for contract extension until June 2026. Now the mate NSM Papano was saying at the 1 year count amana kwa 2027 into aka 2 years contract. The mate NSM Papano we were Juma na woyena na 3 Serie A clubs epese wamo signing no enunti ema bobo kwefne Genoa faster say wamo standing the deal now what was Juma amuamo until 2027 na Inter for epeno na su Inter for entimi enya no na Inter for ekodin kama with Como and Tentem for Cesc Fabregas no say sadon a collapse Christian Chivu wamo former player no na modi adwuma na amana wo ba be adwuma amuamo no mo se papa na stay loyal to bobo kwa no enso Inter Milan wamo abekai say wo ye adwuma amuamo from 2007 ekokosi 2014 as Inter player was spent this 7 solid years we na 2018-2019 Inter under 14 wakwaye wa manager FA 2020 wakwaye under 17 manager and 2021 wakwaye under 18 manager 2021 to 2024 waye under 20 manager 2025 wamu adi adwuma na emano as senior team manager and Thomas Woyopia was still loyal to Bobo Kwano Inter ekawubi and as said nkomodia omu edino bibia chaso mu di adwuma no ebe mo no Christian Chivu na uramu Italia Napoli a branch of Victor Osimhen and as said yaba todwa and Al Hilal team a reach agreement with Victor Osimhen on personal terms after nkomodia course a 3 years contract valid until 2028 afibiano obenya 30 million euros initially when he can reject first offer Al Hilal for Adibaya no 25 million euros a year and no and Al Hilal edi 5 years and I say woman edi 5 million euros akanwa say akwakoye 30 million euros diamete and Al Hilal team akaso mo be finalize bibia with Napoli na omo kono woman edi a branch no release clause of 75 million euros and Euramu John Mikolobi say the opesonya every Victor Osimhen ho and say odi omra Premier League num Chelsea for ne mfana was same team bitisa Arsenal Manchester United munyina honum na nkone de na ne beje pass ni role model Didier Drogba team Chelsea nkobakwa sane amuomo enso kame ya say Chelsea for na akofa Lian Delap awie na Delap ana kofi ababeto dwasem won wafa jersey number 9 ena Kopama nso no ekwakofa Chelsea jersey number 10 no na Kopama say Lian Delap one of the best strikers in the Premier League say kasa no Delap one of the best strikers and Chelsea captain Reece James and so Chelsea we are Juma we man former club issue town now Brenton a great job and to happy so no eba be Juma next season and no sama Brenton D and Reece James what dey etodwa na Alan Shearer Chelsea Brenton Delap no ni attitude no Chelsea yes we be big signing e dey Chelsea bobo kono Chelsea ebenya mfaso so was Brenton belong to a bigger club in the Premier League like Chelsea. Brenton only said will be successful.
Without knowing him, never met him, but I just look at him and I think he's got what that he takes. He's got that attitude, where he believes he belongs at a bigger club and in the big league and can do it, and that he strikes me as having that. So yeah, I think he's got a big future.
Yeah. Ano ayen sama Alan Shearer, former player, Emma the English national team, any Newcastle United. What they to Jadna, former West Ham United. Wamu coach and it any edu Rebio and what in some to Jasem Mohamed Kudus at Johnny Chelsea team na a bebo mo papa. Say see a Jadon Shancho anyone no say Kudus eba or versatile or be fit into Chelsea manager Enzo Maresca's system of 4-2-3-1 formation and where you play ubetimi ayusu no as winger enti Chelsea for enya Kudus ebeboa wo mo nanso wingers yi no diameti ene se Chelsea wo mo priority ewo the wingers no eye Nico Williams ono eye adwuma ema bebo aside that wo mo asia wuramu wo mo so munya Femi Lopez wo ye adwuma ema Barcelona mo pe no mo kono wo mo ede sika eka Christopher Nkunku ho nanso Barca force wo mo enton abrante no so mbeton na age boy na nkasa abo manim abeka twom se we peso free club rum Chelsea aye club this season uko Premier League nima omo na ye club om betimi spend this kadodo pa according to Premier League womu sustainability rules no yes Chelsea team no and acha se womu betimi spend dodo a nyade se asotwe bia e betimi akọ amwo mo no mo se Chelsea team no ebe spend 300 million pounds. When bet me spend 300 million pounds coffee and that's City for more than third. Brighton for crap bet me spend the Brighton for a bet me spend 295 million pounds. Man City etoso and some 292 million pounds. Tottenham etoso and 9 almost bet me spend 277 million pounds. United ebet me spend 141 million pounds and our friends Arsenal 97 million pounds, West Ham 95 million pounds, Crystal Palace 90 million pounds, Nottingham Forest 85 million pounds, Newcastle 83 million pounds and Fulham 77 million pounds. Liverpool for bet me spending 75 million pounds. So man ton be there and he 75 million pounds to pay and bet me spend Scott Carlson and so ever be Manchester City after 6 years as goalkeeper waji Premier League titles 4 times, Champions League back on, FA Cup back on, League Cup so waji back on, Community Shield waji back on, Super Cup so waji back on, and a FIFA Club World Cup waji back on. 108 minutes per and wabone 8 and that's wabone 6 years. We're winning 11 trophies. 9.8 minutes biano waji cup. Wabon 9.8 minutes bia waji cup Scott Carlson. Enti Kofi one also after 6 years we about be fit Manchester City na City team no ewuramu with Leon so mo pe Ryan Shaky na so Kofi arawosem and so offer mo de koye no o ma reject yes Manchester City prepare for second offer enkomodie egusu ekoso Pep Guardiola say na ni beji say one day we be right international football mo no coach team bi e wo FIFA Club World Cup na say na ye ka Pep Guardiola say no wasi Lamine Yamal one so be kan sem kakra e dey afa branch no ho wo mo Barca for no e lucky so mo anya branch for Lamine Yamal no se branch no e wo qualities ne talent no e wo soro nanso anya de so de no e be toto Leo Messi ho de ntia waka ne sane se wiase ye nya player bia ne modi mo e be du Leo Messi de no eno ayen sem a Pep Guardiola wo de to the Arsenal team no e so munya Kepa Arrizabalaga as back goalkeeper Emma Abrante for David Raya wo mo epeye pa enti Arsenal team ne HSS wo mo ebetua 5 million pounds Chelsea for ensomu na Kepa Arrizabalaga Emma ya backup goalkeeper Emma David Raya wo mo sign Edin Kama with RB Leipzig wo mo ye wie Abrante for Benjamin Sesko enti enya won say next week no ye be hu say Arsenal team no e confirm the signing of Benjamin Sesko Marcel Fonso no any Wolverhampton want was Edin Kama for Nelson Semedo in this summer transfer Nicolas Folkluk a player say Juventus team no according to Gazzetta dello Sport omo chase omo enya Abrante Nicolas Folkluk the German striker omo Manchester United team no akakakra bi na Brent Mbeumo ono eye adwuma ama Brentford City no omo assign boy no na omo man 5 years contract personal terms there eye 100% agreed 60 million pounds eye sika say Manchester United for the call eno nso ne sika Brentford for no omo e demand Sunderland for average to to offer Dortmund for Adebayo for Joe Bellingham. Wamucha says he can our firm and a job Munso Krapono. I feel no qualified to the Premier League in Teumben Yaswambe Yusua Brantano and Yadia Somotono in summer transfer Enra Jorginho and so a signing contract Emma Flamingo after sending deal on the Arsenal Ewa Ebaviano a Branton Aquaco PM or Brazilian club Flamingo Aquacoya Juma Amwamo from vet Liverpool for Eddie latest offer echo Nasa latest offer body no a year £113 million. Leverkusen for Liverpool anyone more air share Liverpool for some betray £100 million. Nefe £13 million no Aquakwe add-ons na sikani nyina Aquakwe £113 million. Fabrizio Romano say ene enko chena enkosi Monday nkwa wie no na from vet a Liverpool for player.
It's a Liverpool almost there. Negotiation advancing well between the two clubs. More contacts took place on Friday, and the agreement on the total package that also included over 130 million euros is now on the verge of being reached. It's just about some final details. The player is waiting for Liverpool. The agreement, we know, with the player is done, and now the two clubs are really getting closer, almost there. Final steps, and then the here we go is expected for Florian Wirtz to become a new Liverpool player from Bayer Leverkusen with medical test could take place next week. That could be a possibility. Meanwhile, Liverpool are advancing well to have Florian Wirtz.
Eno Fabrizio Romano on a branch from foreign vector ya Juma Emma Leverkusen na Liverpool for aircraft afe Milos Kekes a player Emma Bournemouth Liverpool finalized details with Bournemouth team a £45 million 5 years contract a branch into next week Liverpool for ever confirm one foreign vet next week Liverpool and also 2 signings I didn't Emma mo Ange Postecoglou Kofi 5 days ago na no Monday and I'm can say Tottenham for ebe sake papa no na even kwapo no nkomodi a ekoso echede so ma sake na sie nemum de aka announcement ampampa every Monday Tuesday Wednesday Thursday no Friday and some ya kan confirmation about Tottenham asake Ange Postecoglou eno and Johart ono a former goalkeeper emma the English national team si we there very very harsh na den one mu bobo kwa for Tottenham for one pick up na one person mo win Premier League matches na you am that third and fourth no more Champions League near you mu free mu na was so adwen wa wante ase so ma take such decision ayi papa no F4 no was so the hu se papa ne din and Ange Postecoglou no will leave Tottenham Spurs bra na plus our high because waji Europa League title enti papa no kwa work on there why successful our Tottenham 16 years in here onje cup no abeje bia ma wa se masake no eno ana Thomas Tuchel ono English national team coach no actually said the sacking of Ange Postecoglou no oh you very very sorry no say edrumre bia yeah coaches quite fast so esake wo no ya na eyo no papa ne din ene Thomas Tuchel ene ya ye pa.
I feel for every manager and I have huge sympathy for every manager, especially in these moments, because I feel for them, because I was in the same spot and it feels horrible if you're in that spot. It just shows you that it is about, it is not only obviously about titles, it is you can, let's say, survive seasons without titles if your connection, the support, the belief and the trust between the coach and the club officials is strong, then you can overcome seasons without titles. It happens. If there is slight disbelief, if there are concerns, if the trust is not there anymore, obviously, then it is sometimes not even enough to win a trophy after so many years. I mean, I have biggest respect for him. He's a huge character. He brought the trophy. He said he will deliver the trophy in the second year. He did. But this is part of the job. We are.
Enti ninsama okaya no ampa watimi deliver age trophy ama Tottenham Spurs now, so we're very sorry. Say wabo asakine Bayern team no I show strong interest in Rafael Leo. AC Milan forces some beton a Brantona 130 million euros. The German champions Bayern Munich also say woman triamana kosropa 70 million euros plus a player. Na players omode kono Kin Min Jae Kingsley Coman and Leon Goretzka emu baako esi from Fanafi wa Bayern for no emfa 75 million euros enka David Ancelotti adjoining ne papa our Brazilian national team aswoye wakwakoye one of the backroom staff Ediama the Brazilian national team na for ne papa asnya kwakoye adwuma eno de Randel Colomwani PAG diamete enense anya de so beste PAG for Everton according to Fabrice Hawkins no was PAG for so beja kwan this summer na PAG for no goalkeeper Johnny Gidaruma yaso ya club now the 40 million euros eba be so no mama Branton akọ eno FIFA friendly games ekọ so ema Equatorial Guinea etna fie Gambia ekọ mu 2-1 Bulgaria and Cyprus ebo 2-2 Zimbabwe etna fie ema Burkina Faso ekọ show mu 2-0 Kosovo arene 5-2 etia Armenia Luxembourg womanso etna fie ema Slovenia etwa mu 1-0 and Russia and Nigeria ebo 1-1 draw Hungary etna fie ema Sweden ekọ show mu 2-0 South Africa and Tanzania match no enso 0-0 and adiate and se urama amaya ni din and Ireland and Senegal 1-1 Poland arene 2-0 etia Moldova Scotland etna fie ema Iceland ekọ show mu 3-1 and Niger arene 4-3 etia Gabon Cameroon eshe Uganda 3-0 and Morocco arene 2-0 etia Tunisia na Ashraf Hakimi ni contribution to club and country this season in all competitions. Abranton anya 26 goals contributions, 11 goals, 15 assists for PAG and the Moroccan national team. And then friendly games in Air Twaso, Azerbaijan and Latvia 1 p.m, Kenya and Chad about 3 p.m, Denmark and Northern Ireland 5 p.m, 6:45 Greece and Slovakia, Canada and Ukraine about 7:30, USA and Turkey about 7:30, Mexico and Switzerland 8 p.m, 11 p.m, Ivory Coast in New Zealand Akwaaba in the French Open Kofi final game ebakwaso na no be dem papa Emana Feminine Anna Sabalenka and at 1 p.m. Wane abaywa ni din ene Coco Gauff and Akwaaba Kofi diatia anesem urama and world number 1 as against world number 2 Emana Feminine no the same thing world number 1 as against world number 2 na enra Carlos Alcaraz Eromu Roland Garros no final after say Abrante Lorenzo Musetti and so I retire when you're injury in 20 and finish the game no first set no Abrante Carlos Alcaraz no lidi na Kofi Diate anensa ko second set ni ma and Abrante Musetti one and so a prayer wetimi epulu out or retire na mame fama tie for say world number 1 as against world number 6 Jannik Sinner and Novak Djokovic match no ekwaye 3-set win Emma Jannik Sinner the world number 1 6-4 7-5 7-6 and Jannik Sinner wa qualify nim na Jannik Sinner say Novak Djokovic the best player in the history of their sports tennis into for him to defeat him de bia nani ajehu ye pa.
First of all, thank you so much for coming, for supporting us, me and Novak. We that's why we love to. It was such a special occasion for me playing against Novak in the semi-final of a Grand Slam. It's just amazing, no? And I had to step up. I had to play my best tennis I could. I'm very happy how I handled the situations, but this shows again what a role model he is for all of us, and especially for us young players. Playing like this tennis with that what he's doing is incredible. So I wish him only the best for the rest of the season, and yeah, I think we are all very, very lucky to see him playing such a high level tennis. So it's amazing. Yeah, exactly. That's very difficult. He achieved so many things. He's the best player in history of our sport, and playing against him here, it's amazing.
Ano I sama Jannik Sinner wade etu dwa na Novak Djokovic wano enso efrim no enso abo Jannik Sinner abaso say that is the reason why we are world number 1 no.
Congratulations to Yannick for another very good and solid performance. I think mentally he he deserved a big credit for hanging in there in the tough moments when the whole stadium was cheering, and it was set points down, and he managed to find some really good shots. So he showed why he's number one in the world. It was just too solid for me tonight.
Ano ayan sama Novak Djokovic wade to twa say final game no abakọ so Nyankopon nya doma ochina na de tie anesa Branton di anem Jannik Sinner world number 1 from Italy and Carlos Alcaraz world number 2 from Spain. Na Carlos Alcaraz say a very great final between on world number 2 and the world number 1 Jannik Sinner.
I mean, it's going to be a really great Sunday, I think, for the fans of tennis. I mean, against Novak or Jannik, I think every time that I played against both are nice matches to watch. To play, I don't know, because it's always tough, honestly. But that matches give you the feedback of what you have to improve or what you have to be better, and I think that's really important. I'm gonna watch the match, and I'll see. Against I'm gonna play on Sunday. That's all I can answer right now.
Ano ayen Saba Branton din ene Jannik Sinner ni opponent awosha ne Sunday ano ayo china no Carlos Alcaraz wade to dwa na Kofi de ate ne se Nyankopon nya dum ochina match ne mu be dem papa menka enada Jannik Sinner ene Carlos Alcaraz no enye easy kra na ochina no de ate ne se urama empanyfo ma yate ase the time no nya mind e ba ochina no anytime bia na ye be confirm ama chiefo na omuso ahudie eko ene de ba enra achi Thursday was in Coronation Park. Brekum Senior High. Kofi, wamo winning the inter-schools competition. A course so honum na enye easy. No more Jesse number 17 be. Kofi I say Brekum Chelsea for we are Brantiano. Or ye great player. Almost share one senior high. Come and son. Woman to me ante Brantiano crime so was 2 goals was a 3 goals. That final game, of course, was Thursday. For the second consecutive time, Brekum schools and I'm winning inter-schools competition.
Super Zona.
Because last year, Miami School, James Nigeria, on the best in the quarter final. And this year, so no. Say Lion agree to you.
Or the Mojade or Yadi.
Oh, Yadi, na say about Nabaso. Na say
boys now, boy, no more young. Some of you, Coffee. Oh, Yadi, I bebo about. And I'm say, Tia, oh, Yadi, some more players in the papa bench on why I wear, while accepted the fact say, why you mistake. And they said, man,
until you come, a young can. Because Yadi, bebo abaso, 1 Yadi and swipe bebo abaso. Best of fun, or my consistent. Because for you to go to final on 2 occasions, now one win the second one.
Maybe they see no money to me and Namoji.
There be na ya de sion.
Now we are not uncle defending him.
There be me see last year near ya de sion.
This year, Massa.
This year, yes, sir, and yes, sir.
And to my bunch of coach.
Na say coach no kan hu bi.
That coach no boss.
Lion. On the Gina touch light.
Good morning.
Lion, yes, the coaches, you know, or the backroom staff, no, to the form.
Sir, I got the Chris Utio.
Who to the form?
Okay, you, oh my idea.
Lion, I know what to say Pep Guardiola and Enzo Maresca. There be or pay experiment too much.
Oh, Lion, we are there. Obia a player.
Why are you from referee to coach?
Yeah, why are there? Obia was some of them, so we are there. Why?
Obianca se wasão.
I know.
Me casa wasão.
No, so nyade no nyade no.
Me see. This time around, Lion wa nyade
wasão. And so parties wasão. And me so this time was nyade.
Why win wasão? O defending champions went to qualify in 3 group stages.
Why?
Team wa kwaje cup. Now group stages went to qualify.
Lion why are there?
Oh, Braja.
Did Pabia no?
I mean from Golden City Park from Golden City Park na me say team ni nye. Na catch na so one system. Your boy be a friend o wabosa kula Kasongo. Wanya de me catch na no.
Kasongo.
Wanya de. Me ada wanya de.
Sorry ko. Enti bana na atene kasa me no nsem. What you see, who said to us, young quay, Nanchremuno, young coffer, Emro, and then games I would appear to me a course so. nano Euros no the very Euros UEFA Nations League no and then nyasam ketokra yama some no kind no e say one answer than better another saying we say good morning
Koftago
bibia boko
bibia kama yaba
okay yaba
yaba be adwuma
sa
Saturday morning
sir
of course interesting stories and so on of course yen che obi a oti program no
obi a jo
and na no pay enya sem ketwa alert ready
amuda
Kofi be that say first of all person stories no ye shall say free transfers na you see Al Hilal for reach agreement with Victor Osimhen. This is according to Gianluca Di Marzio. And it meaning says, nay, on a personal level, say Al Hilal, Saudi Arabian club, and Osimhen no omaye. Now it is left with Al Hilal and in Napoli. Say Omobeko into agreement because Osimhen that's what running contract. Oh Napoli. Yeah. Na afe no omwatimi assign no e de ne ko Saudi Arabia initially yet say Al Hilal pay Osimhen no enye ene at first it was more or less about Osimhen wanted to stay in Europe but I think omo 24 year in considering Saudi Arabia at this point in his career now ebedru baby no the variance difference no be yes sikano a Al Hilal for Osimhen no Osimhen feels as omudi become and that no more agree on fee. Yeah. Even as that Enre it was around 35 million euros. And a Saudi Arabian club Al Hilal offered to Osimhen as in every year sika omudi bemano. And then Osimhen wanted more. Now, according to reports, including even Gianluca Di Marzio, na sema odiaba say Abrante na agree no meaning say Hilal for no possibly aba omanim kakra yes the Athletic report say they are likely to give Osimhen 40 million euros
per season
a season.
Wow.
Honestly and yes Saudi Arabian club and a Saudi sports investment for no and na omo abewura football mu a and this scanner here can astonishing crazy money because at first players in this can no more years players that you are capa 10 million euros a year. Because the word display you and capa no that top the or toss 11 and if a player is going to earn 35 million euros you want to say being kahumpa a year this is an incredible money again. An African, we know the Osimhen route and a story. Baby of free Nigeria before so far Germany, Remu France, Ako Chinimu Ako Italy, Anwaya Saba, this time around Galatasaray near the end. And it is an incredible money. Now, Hilal in Napoli, no, definitely it will be agreed. Once they need the player now, they show the club say they are more than ready. Because they come with the PSG, Ekofa Neymar. And the 5 million variance because Napoli is reported say omujina 75 million euros. Now Hilal wanted to offer 70 million and Aka 5 million. Once the personal agreement in here done, it is highly possible say they will add the 5 and make sure say on before Osimhen. That would be a good deal for Napoli, a good deal for Osimhen, and a good deal for Al Hilal. Look, Al Hilal for now and far Simeone Inzaghi no, and this Obenya a striker in the shape of Osimhen. That Kenny team no already Hilal is the toppest team in the Saudi Pro League. And they are Ittihad for Benzema non for Awunji League, they are revamping. They are the biggest team in even Asia. Yeah. And they are revamping. And if they are adding Osimhen, one, how many name are by? It didn't work out. Now they wanted a player who will come with a big name, a player Obeba with that level. That is why they felt so okay. Omunko for Neymar. Now we first think Ronaldo or Anna say or carry news or carry stories, you know. And then again, Neymar will be in Al Hilal, not or carry news. But by the news, you know, aside the unveiling, then the world come and Nibibiano was about the injuries and some limited minutes before he left for Brazil. And then Omunyo Osimhen be leader. Yeah, Osimhen need the PR and the level now. Abrante and the Neymar Edru Yanedie. But I mean, he will be a very important player for the Saudi project. One, Africans will be watching, they'll be monitoring. Osimhen is a big name footballer in the world. And for Osimhen himself, in fact, he is very charismatic. If you know, call Galatasaray fans and Edono, they showed. In fact, in the last game of Mobo Fear, aside of more winning league, you know, Kofi Yankwadano, Omunina wanted to take picture with Osimhen. Just not that. A fan wrote a letter. Akwadao wanted Osimhen to stay in the Galatasaray league. And you there were fans in the stands. And Kwadabebre, a woman be a new Osimhen, a unibi Anfa. So on Napoli, so it was similar. So I can go for a cake. Osimhen no more than a mask now, Oshano, and Yanon and Kwadabebre celebrating Napoli. And he is that charismatic or belly bringing love. Again, the quality there was so. Or Galatasaray, he's been scoring and he's maintained a standard. The first Osimhen Kobo Saudi Pro League, and let's say Osimhen would depreciate in terms of value. Because even Galatasaray, he's still the Osimhen that we know. Very prolific and very efficient. Do you know, sir? Enei Asasiso, according to who scored, he's the most effective striker on earth. For the past 6 seasons, no striker and no converting the chances at the Osimhen. Look at this. In the last 6 seasons, the SG ratio, say on mobile ball, based on chances better than him, the expected goals I expected for Osimhen to score. 6 seasons ago, none the SG ratio is 0.53. Now, Osimhen telling you says when you have chance I know share. On the average, the SG ratio is 0.50. Meaning that for the past 6 years, every single time Osimhen when you have chance he scores. There are no single time Osimhen yabo season away, and then you compare the number of chances Osimhen to the goals the SG no SOC the goals. Say based on chances Osimhen it was expected say be commercial 30 goals, but Osimhen had 20 and 25. No, he always scores above the SG ratings. This the goal SG the whole season 20 he ends up scoring 25 goals. Next was even 5 more from an unexpected areas, telling you how proficient are in attack. So that is the quality of Osimhen. Yes, I understand. Osimhen is young. He's at his prime at this moment. Arsenal has shown some Pesescu. Chelsea has shown said the lap was a minimum Mr. Chelsea for both your friend the lap. The lap from Mope. Manchester United for so your margin. Neither Barcelona. Yeah, Tuto Juve can say Real Madrid near the likely. And when there is Mbappe, so all bars and Naya, a big case. Minutes atmosphere. Oh, you be more cranny and my own feel the way so good. So of course Saudi Arabia he'll make name for himself. He's gonna test another league, and again Abrante Benya what African player crowd here. So who's your offer, but you should consider the money first before because you are not gonna win anything. In fact, so I would you Ballon d'Or crowd Fanyeri now watching.
Now the moment you're there.
Covid Mrofune the Omo promote to Chinga Mobiare, no they are the na or he. Bibini na wo beton chinga mo bia rede ama me tawa so mo ko bi yegu enya no kwa wo me do me no ma bebre o akwasi bro ni timi ka say Zidane boot o de ball the first match $2 million Fabesia 2008 boot 50 cedi Ghana mai onto Zidane boot na head means what man say you to keep pride from Sadio Manu means what man say no man for coup painting portrait ayaye kwesi broni me say millions of dollars o de ba enti ye no nye bibi sa na ye po ye pekudi abehwefie ye pesika ba Africa abeye nuoma means what man say
yes
enti Osimhen nankasa na okono onim Europe no dey no Osimhen be in fact winning the Champions League and ye den means what man say yes it is good to say ubenya I can't carry on some bobo Europe, maybe UEFA Champions League. But Kofi, it will not add anything to you if you compare that to 35 million euros. And Osimhen the other day, honestly, it's a good deal on my buy. Now, for our vets, Kofi, me mean till Liverpool for us, and Obian himself me a fan of vets. Me can't me starting about vets in yenne. But at this point, the entire mental Liverpool for us say they are the only team in the race for the player. Everybody know his quality, the way he plays, the kind of things that he brings, somebody potentials, and what he will be able to do if given a very conducive environment. But look, when you are the only club looking for vet, a player who has shown to Leverkusen he will not stay because Xabi Alonso no crack new project. Eric Ten Hag, he won't stay. What I say? And when you are in a negotiation now on a club, I will be no. And then Liverpool the 109 million pounds rejected. And it was reported based on multiple outlets. HSA Liverpool increased bid to 113. Now, if I'm to quote Frolan Prattenberg of the Athletic, or say Leverkusen make a choice, almost say beton 150 million euros. Frolan Prattenberg say Liverpool are close to reach that 150 million euros for one player for a vet. 150 million. This can buy you like quality players 5 and 6. They are risking it all on one player. Intermediate main carry already Liverpool are G League. Every upper Champions League Europe are dominating. There are certain players that when you look at the price tag, any new mobile you can say or maybe can crank a team now mocha. And it's a Liverpool name the Omo who they are. Mean Kwakaze too much because Makase in transfer market there's nothing like Nisika so. It is how much you need the player. And they determine how much you're going to play. Pay. The way you hear player naturally Sikadodua, why are willing to pay. And if Liverpool deem fit, say they are above 100 million pounds, 113 million pounds for Anveta. I will want the deal to happen, and Vet comes to Liverpool, and then Vet delivers for everybody to see. Say and nay, says he can Liverpool they kono justifiable. Because when I realized, so Mike Ashley, at on Newcastle around 260 million pounds at the time he wanted to sell. Everton were ready to sell their team around 300 million pounds. Now we got one player 150. Obeba near yes sir. Already no. This is a player when he comes. Just a McAllister but deep. What I say? Already no can say obey McAllister. They are saying a problem new. Because McAllister then call adie. And yes sir. And now the neighbor too wide. Luis Diaz no more. I want to double ni ho. At on your center forward and so. Nti o de Liverpool for na nim de omode de be yenye sa. Nti Kofi yen twen de be free but there's an update on Joe Bellingham. Joe Bellingham ni nua. Sunderland for na say hwe mo ka say asay 30 yenye. Nti after say omuni player na agree for Dortmund. Say Abrante no 5 years or be sign the am every single thing on a personal level it's agreed. But Sikana ye tete say Salamte na expect no.
8.1.
The Dortmund fonde baniswa. Now Salamte nim say Dortmund fonde are like that. Only ni low non share the hide the whole world go get you. I'm kofa Bellingham ska kitwa bi o. We 100. No more for Jadon Sancho kitwa bi. No. And this ban Joe Bellingham Abrano so obia wo hwe ni bia nim say omunyanya no. They will say him 3 times or 4 times more than Kofi. The scanner mo de beto no. Me Sunderland I think the Joe Bellingham deal should be more of an add-ons and your friend is saying Uton players percentage in about your friend is saying on what transfer me that say nka omunya ne sa say de be ya obi nsisi obi ti ko mo fa onward mo nti base ne so no mo fa onward ni nshem no mo increase onward percentage no say de be ya say Dortmund cotton because this year top players 150 no Dortmund will begin to sell players 150 ni bi 120 ni bi and this abasa now onward your 25% krana ko fi be duru ono na nyi ska ketwa because yes you may say Dortmund for the cotton about but Dortmund will tell you say they are signing the player for 5 years. They are going to develop the player for 5 years. The kind of investment that they are going to risk and everything. No, won't mean can say in future better on the case and they want it in year na turn in future case. You get it? Yeah. And yes, now but I think baby Adro Sunderland feels the initial fee initial. In the answer we want the first offer now Dortmund they quite rejected in transfer it means they want more what I say so let's see the be free waba because I personally want Joe Bellingham to go there and play because so no could develop can one because if born the only born cry one if you watch him you understand say every single quality and brand one similar trait no just that ne brand no exceptional ne brand add height when in so it's up to the when development and say e bet me amana do for us to see so bet me about Bellingham bo ni bi now Franco Mastantuano you see Enra as I remember the happening now when your opportunity making your first competitive debut the Argentine national team Omuni Chibi. Now of course only you Messi and the last time they show Juni Calafat Real Madrid chief scout no Akofi ofri Argentina eba after say Okodi nkomo on this very boy and on a personal level Abra Orban me ma say Omuna agree bibia now less with Real Madrid and River Plate but there were some conditions. Rebel wanted to use the boy Club World Cup and I say already he's not 18 years. But Madrid were forcing to also use him Club World Cup. Now how come? And Madrid bet me use a player they are technically gifted. When also say a forceful to say Fede Valverde. According to ESPN Argentina, Ababe Landi was paying a omupe danya ombeto amana babetrem. So it tells you, say Branton is only a matter of time. Madrid with that 48 million euros, are almost done with him. Kofi, Anya Postacoglu. But before that, let me add this. The last time Manameka Samadu here center forward, okay, I think play a bit. So Bekaya. Because you say play a bit more better than Mbappe that I believe he will help Real Madrid a lot. Hey, Alexander Solo. Amra, Omuni tell he scored the first goal. Because he's so not in the profile. On him, Bobo, or saying go share. In is a striker, limited me. Unimse La Liga now, and upon posti Sane. Record na Mbeka. He's got 20 goals this season in La Liga. Obi on free bench most of the time. 20 La Liga goals. Jinawa. This season, there is no player of free bench aba. Awabeshe goals in the La Liga. Edison Solot. 10 plus goals. In fact, I think it's a record in even the La Liga history. Say player of free bench aba, of free bench aba. No abeshe sa 10 plus games of free bench baby oshe goals. And the media, not for minimum, so many inko. But if almost scout you are the best option of a center forward. Oh, you different profile, or you efficient. No say to me head the ball, or someone height. No say to me defend it. We also have attack you. Or send him tete. The Barcelona for him to me no. Even the Tinkura, or Tinkura power Munkura te. And this will be to be some way a bit Barcelona offside trap she goes way. No, Unyana. Kofi, it will help you in a long way. So that is it for Solo. Now, Anya Postacoglu. I think I said me way part one. Na me babe ye na proper.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm extremely disappointed in Tottenham Hotspur.
Why?
Here, upon all that happened domestically, League in Anko you are finished 17th, one place above the relegation zone. Agreed, but being able to win them the Europa League, the second year after the Champions League, for the first time in how many years? 42 years. In a club's history, that's 17 years in Omunji a single trophy. That's almost share no. Nanka, giving that opportunity, and for him to use this as a springboard. Now on fan jump to build the Tottenham Hotspur team. Postacoglu. For Obio Nim was Celtic, I will tell you he's not a bad coach. But sometimes team be need the way you come and start certain projects, you know. Kofi, one round because of coach crowd. He's one of the coaches ideally. So when you're the opener, when you're conducive, he plays one of the most beautiful football. And look, so what team the Europa League at the time that players are show explicitly so they are in support of the coach because they are not disappointed. And I thought I'm called at 17.
Yeah.
Being able to win the Europa League. Check the reactions of the players. Richarlison. Heung-min Son. Pedro Porro. Even the players took the statement and I know so already things in the second echo telling you so Kofi the camp no almost support to coach to continue. Now there is a revolt. According to Daily Express, almost a story free Telegraph. Say players in be bebre bunyo so set Tottenham for Sakeno because they could have given him the opportunity when Alex Ferguson took the Manchester United project and started here, but he used the first domestic cup in the FA Cup and they revive every single thing. I personally believe he should have been given that chance to use this Europa League to rebuild his team and next season because we can Champions League. Yes, sir. Starting new league starting afresh. And the ABA when was every single thing for him to achieve what he'll be able to achieve. We're penning a very heartwarming message, but Kofi, the bottom line is after message Tintini Yinano or Masakino. Now to the Nations League final. Omo Mubisa say that Ben 7 p.m.
7 p.m. Yeah.
Now Kofi at the Allianz Arena. It is the inaugural winners in Portugal against the defending champions in Spain. And the headline is even interesting. Again, the oldest player in the competition in Cristiano Ronaldo against the youngest player in Abrante and Ede Lamine Yamal. Now, so share these two players, Kofi, omu lead omu team. At the about this very final, it tells you Sampa, UEFA Fonya the perfect picture to portray, to project this very final. Now, Lamine Yamal's first time ever facing Cristiano Ronaldo. Of course, he came to face Lionel Messi in the finalissima, but he's first facing Cristiano Ronaldo in a cup final. We are our final against Messi. And he said, I could not wait to meet the Troni Ronaldo. It's with the Troni Messi. Yeah. Then say, yeah, too much officially. He's still playing at the age of 40. No, she said, Ronaldo bet much 1,000 goals about that bracket. Back home, and so Shitiano. Telling you something that West cannot explain. Center back for air spin. And in Kranan Kazano, and him say, Cristiano Ronaldo, dear. Kofi, I'm admire and they idolize him. Put that aside. But on the field of play. Look. And the Spanish national team, in my opinion, is the strongest team in this world. On all fronts, looking at what they've been able to show. And there are 19 games unbeaten in all competitions. In the Nations League, 12 games unbeaten. Now, Shekwanya Omafa are terrorizing all the big teams in Europe. Through to England, finals. To France, elimination. To this European Nation League, Omasa che France game, Omasa you omo. Okay. Ya hwe ni nyina. Final to nche. And because of how strong omo ye in Europe, omo G Nations League atwa so abeji Euros. Asaba back to the finals of the Nations League. They are the second best ranked team according to FIFA Coca-Cola ranking. No, omo ba be the second. Until we Argentina World Cup or maybe that first or more points be bringing there. Say Spain for rise here be that second in terms of world ranking. Now, Argentina, sorry, Spain. The last time I make catch up say so once the Spain national team no, or more picky be or more define an era, and gradually they are trying to redefine another era, and the era na shall that. With these young prodigies and everything shows so our era no will be climaxed particularly by the World Cup because the age, the projection and the ball that they are playing and crowd will be picky abro Madrid World Cup na coach na ye can nas and Luis de la Fuente will build this system and the difference between Argentina Spain and Portugal and say Spain in terms of quality you say I can say about 1v1 and Spain Portugal will be saying
yes more business Spain for the
but Spain team is about system, and that is what Portugal are lacking. Because everyone the Portugal airball in João Neves, Vitinha, her system are coaching. They do Mujirejin. Everyone's more Bruno Fernandes or more all the other players, Nuno Mendes, and the players that you can talk of. Her system are coaching. They do Mujirejin. But talk of Spain, Kofi, even the goals that they scored against France, the first goal. Lamine Yamal is in his elements. And no defender wishes to face him. Obia Shiana no opponent. In a game of Dembele, Mbappe decided every single player he won the man of the match. In fact, he influenced 3 goals out of the 5. First goal on one a creative goal by and then Obia Pia pass no Yazaba was Soma Nico Williams share. Second goal on one a quadruple Don Rabiot and he tried a penalty and a camel of fire and or to keep a good and on Boshe. Third goal, more short longer or fan succulent or control ball to form and or ball pass and or running remu and or Sankwaje in the ball and or one are gone to. Into 5 goals now from Spain share on influence 3. Nijina now or Chomo other side. And he tells you, so at this moment, you don't wish to face him. Now it'll be very interesting. on Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes is one of the most informed fullbacks on the left, or pace, or sire 10 time kakra. But Lamine Yamal has been able to do it against almost every single defender was Shiano. So now a left with Nuno Mendes, and so the for this very battle, because many expected PSG and Barcelona say come for Champions League final. Obviously, Lamine Eko Nuno Mendes. In the you know, on Nuno Mendes starts on there. For once, we are going to see that, to see who will come top. And yeah, no, look. So over Portugal and Denmark, Trencao free bench be share 2, telling you, so Portugal be do final there. But and Portugal or more and what did to the court. It was just 1 minute away now come free in the quarter final. Now against Germany. This German team before the game, some catch us only players be out. Musiala, I mentioned Rudiger, normally all the other center backs are available. Okay, put that aside. Portugal shut Germany from a go down 2-1. Credits to them. Yes, you may situate this to time here now. Okay, against France. But when you look at the goals that Portugal Spain share France now. And then remember who's a Portugal for to be in France, Spain for them. Kofi. First, the first goal tells you say or more individual players or multi creating goals out of nowhere. The Lamine Yamal created the buy. The second goal, one of the best transitions Spain for a year on the day. Mikel Merino go no. Her quick passing was made for the way these games you probably understand it. Say Mikel we now you want to over highlights to understand that. Mikel Merino Koshe go no. It's a team that system here Juma. Again, her Pedri go no. Okay. Baby other than na ball on fire. Pia pass remu kwatwe pass J sabo sheye. Lamine Yamal go back on. Baby osan no so eje shot e ball pass remu kwaje ye bo sheye. The last goal, it was always coming. So when you watch the Spanish national team, now they just opposite to Euro dominance now. Form and drop here. And still the system is effective. And at this moment, I'm more picky to the apex. So media, say football cannot cry. Spain are supposed to win this one. Yes, my man is Ronaldo. But I think this game there, I'll go Spain win.
Okay, I'll call Adama Spain win. I know I Hussein Adams and Oten and Kasaman on him. What do you see? I'll be you first Nations League and Yamia watching a final game at 7 p.m. Etoja Abra Spain and I face Portugal at the Pemso or Germany. Before that, no, Germany and France 1 p.m. And no, I turn for a bit me Etoja is a bit my basso. National so yes, say I'm for so Cabia says you obey 1 week in the baby Sino. I see you and Tebestre. The police for an fire for and if you know how we say what kind of says you know. Ubetimi akọ no metimi eyefro ye penkwanhia bia sama force bia SIC no be 1 week ni esio ai se hweso entrese ka asesi wo ahasude bia enio entebesre se wa ese uka ase asio no ubetimi akoyi edi efro. Was it good morning to the prime team? Was it please today or say I beg you don't talk about Ghana Premier League as you get heart attack, especially Hussein Adams. Listen to Bona from Nanaya Akwaaba, the messenger. Nana Edia Banano. What say you guys need a TV station? Okay, Rashford, Ansu, Amponsa, the messenger, what they are banner, champion Kofita, go Yadasi, and I feel so master and Rich was good job, you, Yadasi, Rashford, Sebi Biabo, Quanopedium. Was it good morning, champion Kofita go? What say I'm watching the show live at the Crasso in the Brikum West District. And I just keep on saving our dear listeners, Yadasi, pass out the message in the about listen to Master Alonso, Alkaline, and Podolski at Master Alonso Function and Fit Design. Inside Crasso, okay, Bonahini. Cisco the humble, the messenger, what the abandon. What say your friend of Master B? GH, or just say, I'm watching you live from Brekum, Biadan, Damo Ice, Natural Mineral Water. Bona is the best man. Okay, I really love him so much. No, just keep up, my brother. What say, good morning to my boss, Mr. Sadiq Adams, manager, Akwaaba Radio. And Akwaaba Sports Team. Okay, yeah, that's it. So the message, you know, Ediaba. Was it good morning? Family, what I say? I'm watching you live from Kintampo. Was it Spain who surely win? And over. Okay, Spain will surely win over Portugal. Yama is the best player in the world. Okay, listen to all Barcelona fans. Vesca Barca. We from Kofi Credit Messenger or the Abanano. What say your friend Anthony Pipra? And what I say? Watching you live from E3. Good morning. to Adams. Okay, Adams said that scene. Was say a friend Asamoah Richard or say good morning. Was say I like your sports. You yeah that's Asamoah so do message in the aba. Was say friend J Thomas or say watch you live from Gingerin. My name is Tito. Ajay okay Tito yeah that's him. So the message in the aba. Anna Fiso Ransford yeboa. What I say keep it up guys yeah that's him. Anna Fiso Davien do also the bia aba. What I say yen twa juma pa I see yeah oh so ya see no. Na yem remini se abra Ocean Tenancy na United omonko bashia ene wo so mjesi na etimi akono ho na de wo no otimi e de amaye yem remase na what say hi Akwaaba Sports what say I am there just Kunde inside Badu. Congratulations to Rafinha for winning the best player in the La Liga. My regards to all the Barcelona fans and Hussein Adams from Edo Richmond. The message I did abandon. What say are you WhatsApp group no okay link rebe to am this year one na bra Facebook or link no rich be post that to what say oyibo button from Atwuma Yinibehin and I just say watching you live was it Kotoko will fight to the end or was it Kotoko fight until the lake is over Fabros so we move was it greeting to Chairman Owusu Bempa on Shaeso Samuel Boate Yadom SBY Bosumtri Anafiso Anabum Amua Awuku MPP Ashanti Regional Secretary Hope Yadasi Oyibo button messenger or the Abawibo ma yenchao and ano pipa na yewrem ni se na yenkofa last one so emfrasi na yenko ocean na the odi eba no wonfa na NTF4 ewa Akwaaba Radio 98.1 channel say live on Facebook Akwaaba Radio Brukum. What say I'm listening to you live at the POP site. Listening to Prophetess Mata, Mama Mata, Brikum. What say may God bless you. Yeah, that's Awuja K Delali. The message or the banana. What say friend Abdul Malik Kwansa. Or just a good morning to you. Oh, okay. What's your channel? Pay. Say also the message. You know. Ediaba. Osin. Good morning.
Morning, Tago.
Bibia Boko.
Yeah, Bibia Boko. Paranso here.
Finu.
Allah fini.
Until the end.
Until the end.
You.
Bibia Boko.
You.
Yasin Asia.
Yes, Asia.
Kofi Tago no.
So good this ala na wie.
Nti menye kremoni men dibi. Kremoni bi aso ankai me. Nti saane tie die nso dure ye de no so a.
Ye de be kawo.
Me da men kai
ye be kawo. Se papa nya
hwe abon nya hwe. Me da men kai mo.
Ye ntia kremofo nyina.
Kremofo no me chia mo.
Ayo.
Yesi enra nso mo abo ha mu didi peche.
Na amo ha man ka sem ye wo ha.
Yesi mo amo ha.
Na no na me ne bi.
Oh. Ano ya na wuyu nsa no.
Na se me yimi nsa nya ma mo ma de ansa.
Sa. Ndi ade na mbeto.
Ndi abia mbeto.
Oh yes sure.
Oh. Wonyi me ni ana se se.
Ofi la course ampa.
Eh. Ku be ka fu chiro. Ye di ba ye di wa ye di. Aha.
Yen chetie for enano pay. I recall say madin komo we ofi ha pen. Concerning Lamine Yamal Lionel Messi comparison no. Na the entire Messi touching on this story Pep Guardiola. Ne nsem a odi atudwa and I'm very happy say Guardiola e dey say na ready aba betudwa.
Okay.
A watwa nam e dey ato nkoma a medi no fie bebe na atwam. Now you may say Guardiola is a bit biased. Because Guardiola the only player be o wiase biem apart from Messi.
Yes.
Wobebo player bi abaso players Guardiola coach omo de endorse legendary players, great players. From Xavi, Iniesta, mention them Kevin De Bruyne amo, Aguero, Haaland. But odin nkoma no a to ono Guardiola no who say since football came into existence, player bia ni wa waba ne ball no through Messi. Now, who verify Guardiola na asem no a you may agree with him. In a sense, Messi bahas as you know, ball like Kofi Abrante na be born there. Ebe ye so who could play be the abe compare now benye bi aba. And you may have your own opinion. Now, Guardiola coaching Messi for 4 seasons. In fact, Guardiola spent 4 seasons with Barcelona. Time I promote from Barcelona team B. 2008-2009 ebe coach Barcelona team no. And at 2012 ofri ho. No of course sabbatical leave for 1 year. before joining Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Now under Pep Guardiola, Messi under Pep Guardiola, he won 14 titles. And Messi don't know year Guardiola better coach. Messi ne ma Guardiola be a good coach. Guardiola free team B, Barcelona team B ba no. No only proving track record we are. Now under him, about 219 games.
Okay.
And now Messi share 211 goals. And now assist 94. Clearly Messi is my case here under Pep Guardiola. Now, my advice, and it's we should allow Yama to write his own story.
More beyond for so no.
Yes, on true on one story because the talent, you know, person, obi any boy no baller on any day obi to marry them. Abo. Now, you see, adia kofa sa nyama we nyina ba statistics. Because at this age, born na branche na born. Now they be compare players e na yesu say omo adi ahini Messi and Ronaldo. Statistically, ne performance and the stats no better than them. And this one you careful statistics ne better than mo aba be kasi oh. Yama Krampo at the same age oni Messi. The numbers ni better than Messi ni Ronaldo. And if that is the case, the association will bet to us there. He could become better and I'll bet to my better records than Messi and Ronaldo. And the Akwaaba side na be no statistics. But see look. Kofi Messi who had the beginning. Baby anu free ba. Kwanya ofa so ebe a great player na. Clearly to so a divine. A nature and a tournament yin. Whether be a young Argentina at a very tender age, when you growth hormone deficiency, you found the number Spain. Who is a Messi yes and the contract of restaurant or napkins? What did you arise about Barcelona senior team? From the very beginning, and Yama Branton started here and a movie cancel look. So see an Branton back to us there. You should expect more. And Branton with Mababe arguably the greatest player of all time. Indeed, at the age of 37 years, close to 38 years, so we have born a Branton abo. Any achievement a Messi Kofi, it will cause more harm than good to compare any player to him.
Samomo.
Yes.
Okay.
In a sense, Kofi, what is it before 24 years? Na Messi Krabalondo. I was on
24 no.
Yes.
Okay.
So person who evaluate his achievement who said the Messi aye na ehu a. Mbappe unity nye nkomo we ya na edi e. Say Mbappe o cover 27 years.
Onyanye bi.
Oni Ballon d'Or 1 kura da ho. But I read one for Messi in a cabinet no to so. Vinicius Junior ye kan Vinicius o 25 years. Onyanye bi. Ya baba place be dey you muti esi o we Ballon d'Or be gibi Ballon d'Or be gibi eno mo nyina nyini ah mo approach 30 Ballon d'Or mo me ho but Messi at the age of 24 years no kura Ballon d'Or 4 and so Kofi read the Richmond the two screens is now where Kofi niema egu Messi cabinet mu a and you say they will compare Messi and mo hu ana
yes we eteti mu
as the team mu Messi nkwan achievement no it is our things be miensan bom I tell you Kofi unim say since our football buy in a calendar year obi a share most goals breaking Gerd Müller legendary Gerd Müller record unim say okwa Bayern Munich for museum and Messi number 10 years in wo the entire of Messi number 10 years in call on his head breaking unthinkable record that is Gerd Müller. Gerd Müller scored 82 goals in a calendar season in a calendar year. Messi scored 91 goals in 69 matches in 2012-2013 season. Adi achievement we mo hu. You discuss Ronaldo and Messi. Adi abako de be can say Ronaldo there eba numbers so be or proper goal scorer. Ronaldo there in fact the greatest goal scorer of all time. Ampa some way somehow you know by again. But the truth is that if you say Ronaldo in the career season in a calendar year Ronaldo share goals or power 69 goals.
69 and 70.
And 70.
Okay.
Messi scored 91
91.
goals.
I can now is 100. Wow.
Nanka was 100 goals in a calendar year. Odi anobeto nchan tago. Okra 8 Ballon d'Or awards. 8. The closest air 5.
Ronaldo.
And Ronaldo on je Ballon d'Or ni bie cause so be retire. And the year me say who say why na bet me abeje Ballon d'Or 8 ayi record na campus awaje 9 so obliki.
Bed.
Me Kofi Ansha Messi records no better for be 300 years so. I tell you it will be
300 years.
The record Kofi, the record can be maintained for centuries. Okra 8 Ballon d'Ors. Now, in the goal scoring business, only so okra European Golden Shoe Awards on 6. The closest is Ronaldo 4. And to Ronaldo share goals with Ronaldo numbers. In the car, I was 937 goals. No, European Golden Shoe Awards are Messi, Argentina, also seeing Ronaldo 6. Now Ronaldo Argentina 4. Now in the top 5 European leagues. Kofi Unimobi awaji man of the match awards do pa Messi 222 man of the match awards.
Wow.
No one comes closer to him.
Akwaaba.
In finance, since a football buy. Obi awaji goals do power of finance Messi. Was set 35 goals of finance. Ronaldo has 24 goals of final games. And all the other two China. Football bars are swing na. On a player could watch the trophies do. Messi.
Okay.
The most decorated ever in the history of football 46. And they clearly records who to add up what the World Cup. And it's Guardiola can say my and Yaman compare Messi. Odika was all the Yaman compare Messi. Even Yaman crack and say oh no, living in life will be unfun and compare Messi. Messi need an baby no baby. And you go be clearly. So comparison in the Moonjai. Moonjai Messi no a divine. Now me that Tony Barnes as you all men in India pebble. It's just as simple as that. The just a comparison. No.
Okay.
Now go for me move on. Lamine Yamal say ni dimba kwa media mano Lamine Yamal si adie yo.
Lamine Yamal or Sia. Why?
Lamine Yamal si adie now. Why am I say di man and say Kofi o develop adie bi a mahun was done ho. Mahu adie ni bi o Messi ho any Ronaldo ho Yamal was adie ni bi. It's a high. When the stage is high, how no chire ni tumi. That who is the best and probably the Obeje Ballon d'Or. No. Kofi Ampanye we game me a man of the match. 2 goals, 1 assist. And over the second goal, no, Kofi clearly a player not doing so okra strong mentality. Baby, you pick a pass, no. Any defender need piano, baby, I do the tight angle, ask to manage the ball no to attend extra on the quality. Oh, the another to change display, magical display our here wago praman so. Oh, young penny for what massa and odu baby na till Hernandez catches a massa ja rough no and I tell them chain it now as a massa. Oh, the penny for the agro den yan sa. And it clearly go be the X factor na branch any crown in big matches, air classical games. And Sadia na branch any no. Kofi enye nnen wo be ya saade no say be ka say ne de wo nyini kakra o ko 18 an say wo nya 18 Kofi was start here saade an at the age of 16 okay Euros no he ball obo no Euros in the semi-final against the same opponent France he go abrante ne share na no san go share omo a was say omo ho adwuma in El Clasico Oche Madrid de ya o ye no o ye omo ho adwuma back and front in the Champions League against Inter Milan, we all saw the magical display of Brandon Edema. I don't know the mentality. It seems that football goes on at Namaye. The mentality in big matches, because we were status against France, and we ball or boy. And I know one saw German of the match. So I hear because of 2 goals on a share keke. But on my 83% in terms of pass accuracy, creating 3 big chances. Or any penalty, sanction penalty, no, about 5 shots, successful dribbles, 2 out of 3. And I brand the MIA. and your rating of 9.5 clearly it is a branch and born now and the ability to be decisive at the highest stage, you know. I was through you pa. Now, player back where dear me, our branch and in some pa Kylian Mbappe. Now me are sure. Says Mbappe baby she our branch anywhere. I are down now. Go go be since Mbappe any man starting say Omusiano. Mbappe ensia kan fantia team ayama abo Emma Mbappe winning match that. I tell you to go. Mbappe ensia team ayama abo whether club team or national team winning match that say yama woman. 6 meetings. Ni na draw crampie. Ye. O kan branti Mbappe to form. Now go fi enye the team na winning match ni keko. He is always decisive against Mbappe. And you read more her picture. This is the perfect example of the whole scenario.
Mbappe didn't say as netiko.
Me sure said they all running through Mbappe head and he said, "Nah, abofra we no free here. El Clasico Mbappe to be hat-trick na prayer man Mbappe hat-trick ya eka. Mbappe to be hat-trick o El Clasico na Mbappe ama ade na asibu so. Ama Mbappe na de na asibu so. 6 meetings on pie bi kra. Now me be say you have a conversation bi. Na me no ye di nkomo bi sisi anopai.
Okay.
Kofi the Ballon d'Or conversation is shifted.
Shifted akwan.
Now, first no na Ballon d'Or enye numbers game. Na pure football. And this all be sha. Richmond for 2002-2003. The year between Pavon Nevet and Thierry Henry in it also. Now Kofi Sadia we see you know. It created a whole lot of controversies. In the sense of Kofi, so our numbers we are Akwaaba in class 1 crown clearly. Ebe to Thierry Henry say in 2002-2003 season also Thierry Henry in the Ballon d'Or.
Yes.
But the difference is PR. Kofi, I'll come and talk about that. Her numbers now. Pavon Nevet bought 47 matches. Was just 14 goals. And just 3 assists.
Yeah.
Thierry Henry bought 55 matches. And 32 goals against 14 goals. 3 assists against 28 assists. You really the Ballon d'Or na Pavon Nevet. Amani critique controversies bebre. Now, and they idea see and the same approach and Yama Monso apply any. Why Yama cross strong management is strong PR where agency a home. The biggest football agent in the world and a manager Yama. They clearly have your free band side kita branch and also our proper PR team. And to shall go crown one you be high go you be dig go no commerce. In fact he scored beautiful goals so. And in the PR and then Nama say you push it you Rafinha to the pecking order no. Well Rafinha go be when the numbers we ball about La Liga official La Liga player of the year Rafinha the amano. But nobody is talking about Rafinha. Because you assume say yes here Sankaya man La Liga player of the year ya. Ngan komo be ni endi na no pay. But Rafinha na aje obi anka because nipa no a only team back no mu compete no. Kofi ni PR strategy no and I said very stronger. Very stronger PR team and Yama the Ikura. But there ya me nwa and he say Kofi when and a UEFA Nations League every decide Ballon d'Or winner. And then conversation now safety abedi say oh say Yama crashing Nations League now it will brighter his chance more to win the Ballon d'Or. Now me be say Nibi say for mutie I say the bay and a Nations League a decisive factor. Edma Ballon d'Or winner. You get my point. But look, we are striker. The only thing that they judge your numbers. So we are attacking player. That is the only thing I the judge. The metrics are the judge attackers. I assist goals. Chance creation. But all of a sudden, the conversation is shift you. Abe the only one na nkasabo. conversation na safety abedi say oh numbers statistics that the nipa so one here stars better that say conversation about be the only ball na nkasa ball by which I totally disagree. Say you know mumienu midfielders and I am midfielder there. I perfectly agree with Pedri. Pedri on say goes man assistant what the be he just controls the game. But so we attack our coffee. The reality is that numbers near the bench you are the on the day. Who shall go to sign? Oh, your assess is saying who decide the matches is saying.
1
But say your shifting conversation now be say oh I'm massa born no crown and your numbers DM say the only ball na nkasa ball. By which I totally disagree. Intermediate yes I feel say Kofi there's no way you be decide who wins the Ballon d'Or you be numbers e free. Omo dis ankomo no njai sa ankomo no. But of course I feel say bias kakra dey ewom. Say conversation na change until that is the story ewo ho. No Kofi Real Madrid for the akwa ni say akakuma bi no mo confirm the signing of Franco Mastantuono from River Plate, the 17-year-old wonder kid. Now Abrantiano Kofi well FIFA rules nanka Real Madrid for no almost prago kakra by based on FIFA rules no on bet me sign no in a sense FIFA rules no FIFA rules and regulations article 19 B article 19 2B na it say unyan di 18 years before or mobile amendment was our rule no now you will not be allowed to get European Union passport but in the answer until 16 years you are allowed to get European Union passport until no na enanso Abrantiano aba team my friend Real Madrid no Abrantiano go vi team a o take lead na nko best stand on Paris Saint-Germain PSG4 na e take a call from Xabi Alonso and offer Abrantiano friend Franco Mastantuono catch and say Real Madrid and Abrantiano de Eba Madrid but of you I personally feel say Abrantiano also nko different club. Because Real Madrid na minimum no. Because they don't give chances to Nkolas how. Now no making a debut for Argentina national team year record said the youngest wabo competitive game the Argentina 17 years 9 months 22 days. Sir Kofi uninwu a aya ahwena. So uninwu a ahwena. Where akwa take it dey say. Adagule
okay.
Where Brazil ni your buy Hendrik. Man don't pressure na wo ko no no. They don't normally give chances to Nkwala. Vinicius Junior mo were so fortunate edu ba bi kura no. Benzema say me pass ball mo Vinicius Junior. Well, Benzema can. Yes, okay. He was caught on the tape. Or catch left back to no dey say. Me I follow Mendy. Okay. Vinicius go fit before Ancelotti no. Omunya no kwan ko mbe buro. Me say na me who play wasteful to say Vinicius that. Ancelotti na say on the ball no. He was on the verge of leaving Real Madrid whether on loan or outright. Where Rodrigo Bessi and Ney, Omunji Rodrigo Krandi. I'm telling you for a fact. And to me there, some many boy na me boy na agent. And can prefer and Kobe join different team than Madrid. I'm not saying that Madrid on Madrid don't mean anything against Madrid. But the fact is that they don't normally give chances or opportunities to Nkola. We got pressure, especially this season. I'm fairly and next season pressure. I say, I'm best on the near man. Ube Gina be ye you be anya from be mount time say 5 year. Ya can any more. Abranti FN Rodrigo on started. Brahim Diaz bench. Yen benching Vinicius, yen benching Mbappe. I'm struggling to understand how he will fit in. I'm struggling to understand how he will convince the technical team, especially the coach. Even though coach in a cancel here. Any bro Abranti and Babon were hot. You bet my coach to anymore. To me, the person for Abranti and the also cannot consider Paris Saint-Germain offer. No? But I don't know whether Alonso Frey don't change the idea mean to me the entry. Now going finally on UEFA Nations League. Yami had more than on Alliance Stadium, Portugal versus Spain. Now, over the last 8 head-to-head meetings between the two great national teams now, Kofi Spain are winning 2, Portugal are winning 1, and Emunum Akwaaba to Penko. In the interest of Mushia, the possibility and the likelihood say they will be ending the draw. No, idea was but of course we are fine until draw crown and be penalties. Now, this is the first time two teams from Iberian Peninsula. From geographical point of view, Iberian Peninsula, Omubabesia or final. Now, Kofi, a lot is at stake as far as this game is concerned. The last time two teams initiated, you know who the equals here that game and Cristiano Ronaldo ball hat trick in 2014. Yes, I stand to be corrected. 2014 Air World Cup. David the year errors to be considered goes be a pressure ban. So I remember very well. And since 2014, I'm not saying ever be share BMA. A lot will be at stake as far as this game is concerned. Now, the last 3 previous winners of the Nations League, you know, Emumienu and the national teams way. Spain are winning B. And Portugal also are winning. In fact, Portugal is first, the maiden edition of the UEFA A Nations League. They have rewrote history in the books of the UEFA A Nations League. Now, in terms of quality there, two teams no be a quality ankasa. Nemo eba coaching na ani ebe reti Papa Efene Luis de la Fuente ahead of Roberto Martinez. Because eba coaching there de la Fuente is far better than Roberto Martinez. Now, Kofi, so Spain national team na wodi ewom. And then even though some mistakes be as I don't know whether a complete sense and a loss of concentration they are meant to mention. Because for you to take the lead 4, be more better would the back back and go to yanka and your column when you crowd out Romania year chances of sense anymore. God maybe an pay didn't come off for. I'm sure say coach will work on the psyche of the boys as far as this fan are concerned. Spain Kofi 19 competitive games. National team behind me for Netigon can form. From Euro Suba, from matches or Mabo, and a performance or more than a D in competitive and friendly games, and it underlines how stronger our national team is. Now no game, no. We saw Unai Simon, saw that Ponu, Pedro Porobo 2, Diana 3, center defense Eddie Hossin and Ruben Lomant. In method of Martins Zubimendi, Abrante FN Pedri. In attack, let me Yaman, Abrante FN Nico Williams and Mikel Oyarzabal. Because your mother watch was certain understanding and I idea and explain for the DBT other national teams, you know. So when you're very careful, names ever down.
Okay.
But Kofi, some more men no more na team understanding any cohesion, quality. Oyarzabal be Spain national team just now. Maradona no. But our class side Obagaso Nimbo. When Nico Williams this is Kofi Amoche. Nico Williams he was a flop this season.
Yes.
But Kofi so just Spain national team attack there now. Pele crown fan home. Inti understand the coach now build a certain framework be to announce a certain style be players in the bar omo fit in so well. And then so who can't the underdogs are Portugal. Regardless of the first one, also create quality players. No. Now Portugal so the Diego Costa and a better post. No. Now the two now no Abrante or the Joao Neves Kobo to so quite a mistake in BMA. Emano because Williams bet to America. And in the method no preference should be Joao Neves, the danger man. Abrante Chaplin Vitinha. Only Abrante FN Bruno Fernandes and Embo. Bernardo Silva ni Ruben Neves born asa. Mon kope be bintina. Kofi in attack baby a problem say Ronaldo accept say or Ochina obe defend and I say obe ye aduma without the ball. Because Spain for the possess ball no obe possess they enjoy possession. And this Ronaldo no Kofi say wan gen tun so obe defend without the ball obe press obe defend bia. Emwa obe short omo especially coming up against a possession based team. And now you the anchor boy.
Okay.
And it will be very difficult game. Into coach on started Joao Neves Vitinha and Bruno Fernandes as the 3-man MF no. Very difficult game. Yeah, very good football. But Kofi. Papa. Yes, Cristiano Ronaldo so any babre. So trophy we are Portugal trophy bia waji bia no. On a part of that squad.
Oh, okay.
Even as a captain. And to also the different sort of motivation and a banana they went down with a strong mentality because the sao mube muno on better can I be winning against Germany. Because you almost so confidence our modi the approach game, but I'm sorry for Spain. I'm for Portugal to win the trophy.
Okay, Oko Ediama Portugal say obeje trophy no edesi enena say no. The tactical man Ocean ena otene nka say amanonisem odi ni chemu SCIEC yeba na area fee semino. Abetwaso Ediamosi. Good morning, guys. Watching live from Germany, Hamburg. Okay, Barcelona forever. We are Basti Paul. Basti, good morning. Say Biaboko, Germany. What dear? What's say? I'm watching live from Mangasim. I know just Pentecost School Central. Okay, Pentecost School. Our Central Region. What's you guys are doing a great job here. That's from Dada Abu. The message, you know. I saw the Abba. Sasona Mahatma. Some more of them. Yeah, that's Mahatma. Saw the message, you know. It's me, Eddie Abba. Also, bet me, Edu Dianaba. Nano, so it's me, I can kind. It's me, Eddie Amaha. Akwaaba Radio 98.1. Na, Yamfa Fisamino, and Twaso, and Famo. Na, ye, na, be your first album. Nan, Comobia Ketribiano. It's me, Eddie Twaso, Eddie Amam. Na efisa me abeja se e dey free the Black Stars of Ghana head coach Otto Addo na ne yekopiemu awo UK na no the Unity Cup yi se koboy ye toso miensa na wotase cup ra yi se koboy no wo hwe boys na players no wo sampa otimi asuen ne mapi na wom ebe ma ready ye hwe ne mesenya me adoma September work qualify games a day ni no ye betimi abo de tia my friend chat ne awe sempo de aka ne betimi ato aso ne awe ne qualification ne set me aka wo se bebre na da se o mutrim so ba bia Ghana ye na me de work up ne qualify we ne na sefo ne sa wo se nya sa na tiem wo se ta tournament e ko boye ana feel so sa ne mapi na awom se di se trim so chinchira qualify wan hwe ye ne be ban ho so no na work up 2026 no na yetimi anko bobi enti mo amodwen se o Ghana ya qualify akopiemu 2026 world cup no coach Otto Addo HSE Munyanto Basie Ghana yenyenwe adwuma kase eda anim.
We brought in new players again, who were fresh, and I think we really did well in the first half to press, to create chances, except this one situation where they had a shot from far to the post. Yeah, I'm very, very satisfied and everybody could show himself. Challenge is on. A lot of players showed also that they can compete on a high level, and this makes my work hard, but this is how we want it. You can see, I think, in Ghana there's a lot of talent. I was happy to give them a chance at the tournament. We made the decision a little bit more difficult, even though we played well. Our last World Cup qualifying games, we really have to think to implement some 1 or 2 other players or 3, I don't know. Let's see. We'll still observe them. We'll look how the season will go on. I'm happy for them to have holidays now and they should rest and start fresh, and surely how they will perform in their clubs also will decide at the end for September. The calendar is very, very tight. A lot of games, a lot of clubs in Europe especially, and that's why I think it will be difficult. But if we could arrange something like this more often, it would be really, really good. It was a good competition for us despite the results, because it answered a lot of questions. Surely I'll be visiting player like I always do, and when the season will start I will watch matches, come together with my team to decide who will come to the next game, and we're really looking forward for that. We have to stay humble, we have to keep on working. If anybody thinks we are already at the World Cup, I can guarantee you it's not like that. I've seen too many things in football and we really have to work hard to fulfill our aim.
We and then Sema Black Stars head coach Otto Addo. What they atuja. Now coach Inos Kwame Adepa a former coach at the Mawa Stars be United obey Jumawa. What's it this current players, you know, or Mama Jumana King Adama players as a coaches, you know. What's it over was Obinam? Yawono, what the Hereford was so minimum what the Yamato no so. But Okorea ma ball the Yamayano or Baumebi, Nababa the Fufro. Nachinje hunu kwani so omu edi watasa osi awone sia tu dia udina yese dia to no fasa dina na make sure so betimi aye ho adwuma e ba sana obi ebehu na akwafa yama na oye bebe ba kwasa akwafa Ghana Premier League na so brekum Chelsea na mankra so yem friend Neymar anase yama ne nasifo na se ba na se dia yama ye na face Neymar ye na se hunu bia e ba sana e be den na se next time obo matcha ni par benya do so ba behwe ento chese dina yi se dia wo no o fa sa dina no de ye ho adwuma fe so no ino sa de pa no fa sa di no obi anim no obi no ezi obefra brocha ba na baka se bia ifre na no sadepa bi se ono e dia isi ye de ato no
sisi ano metimi aka say ball na ye simple ama upcomings now no omo ankasa ma adwuma no so na aye din ama because go na the days no na ye mpenimfo omo sha ase no ball ni bi no say champion leagues ni say na nya access to watch but sisi ano omo no hwe but position no omo bona players ni bi no omo di omo din dia toto omo so na ko betimi I meet you omo implement on the turf no after watching the ball no the matches no they start doing unnecessary arguments dia de na wusu we di nimpa ni din dia to so ansudi na dia to so no eno ho adwuma na so wo ye wo o matches no mu ade akọwani mu ana te me ka che bi no mu se ya wo de nsuo so wo tekrema so ebi no ha ye de honey ebi mo ha ye de apetition ye de sauce ene ye ball in bomb pie ma ade nti na wo ma wo din no empeja wan na betumi abaga na sisi house ye coach Adepa I've made my name with of the media with the help of other coaches with the help of players with the help a lot of colleagues here me as achievement nti talent ne de ye wo but mo ma ejuma no so aye with the coaches I'm telling you even at the Premier Division edu baby you have to even teach the player block and push. Premier Division player for intimate trap ball 1, I saw trap ball 2, 3. Now for how to. Be on more talent no more. E binu so hom e near ding into watch ro my dear na e different.
You we ene ensema a free coach in us come at the power na Hamza Mohammed former coach at the Tamale City is the national under 19 one year head coach what is the decision is for a technical division zone 1 no o match mienu no wo say ye papa wo so ka club akwese na mo akere o mana hwe etimi akwode ma mo pa na Tamale City na bra na mo zone no mo nchim obaba sunyane na bofo abo oba be sena kwata ma na even won dey say guande na sefo na che na o match mi no wo che se nipa na o dey sa adwene ne ba na wa ya de papa say o mo take it decision na o be side man.
Very, very, very. Obi ankasa a good year. Tamale City, a very good decision, man. Not hidden idea. Say yanka. I mean, they are so far more than anyone in that zone. Tama, Kabum. It was too much. So it was a very, 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 very good decision. My say I actually mean for almost 2 to 3 seasons. And to say Unugala is be able. Mufakwa attack Tamale City. Techima 11 wonders attack any hobium. Asumbium kwa uwinu zona. No aquada zona. No aqua playoff. No shebia neutral ground. No aqua. No this decision by Yami. We body on my bread. And you put no mass say a cat. It's never easy. No decide by Yamishan. Why are they pa?
You was say the other sergeant in the banya me and son of Sobester say Mrana is so could di bonia. Ya de trasuno was some none about us every fono or my you money and the Mrana was go here beam. Na ogodibon ibine se betwa so yan twa so yesemo eden se bia e betimi ayesuade e de amoma ka se bia omo emfamra ne kwasho musem na omo enkwadi nsem hunu bia ma yese football no ensanko se bia
regulations no wo almost share the but sometimes no, they have to look beyond the books. It should be a deterrent to other teams that saw me. Look at what happened. I mean, Poli on Babiomo or Ma, and yet that easy. So there should be that deterrent say ban for life and Demotunco Division 50 to serve as a big deterrent. So Saneman Koso, Saneman football. Until if they can revisit their regulations, no, at least to serve more intent for doing that. It was still crying jay. Game no and yet chinchina. No. 3 things in a womb. From back one. As I scare investors in the game, apart from Sano, there is how no place no more future. It's never good at all. Until almost share books no papa. No share at least if they can play amend our regulations now. And we are there now to set a big deterrent so that no one will repeat it again.
You we and then some coach Hamza Mohammed or no a coach at the Tamale City now national under 19. One no any head coach and then come or they have to no. Na Ghana Premier League no so nyambo da wachina ana season ye wie na Vision FC ebetena fie na oni Kumasi Asante Kotoko na omo da pemsi na no ana coach Nana Akwaku Ajman ye bujane se ahomba tsen odi ko fezi Kotoko nyambo da wachina awokrum na sign se Kotoko K0 o se Euromafa na no ana Nana Akwaku Ajman se omo call for attacking football na omo make sure se nyambo da wachina ewiane bebo na ewiane ebo so ebebo e de ama Vision FC ne Kotoko omatimi adi omusu enkunim
For us at Near Kraku Stadium, we don't compromise our shape, we don't compromise our tactics, we don't compromise the winning mentality. So as much as it's Kotoko, I mean, Hearts Bofoku will be the first to attest that we don't sit back and defend at Near Kraku, we attack. So we're going to attack Kotoko. It's a place that we feel very comfortable. We have the 12th man right behind us, our fans are. This is a game that I know a lot of people wants to come and watch. So my boys are ready to give a good account of themselves. We're going to attack Kotoko as much as we can. We're going to try to score some goals. We're going to try not to concede, and we're going to try to pick up the 3 points. You can talk of names. For me, names doesn't really play football for me. It's discipline, it's consistency, it's what happens on that day. We've also got Sanja, we've got Ali, we've got LeBron, we've got Ajingo. I mean, we've got players, Boache, Kusi. We've got players that are willing to put in the job to make sure they stop the likes of Kwampuku and all of that. But for me, football is also not about individuals. I don't think I ever went to Kumasi thinking, oh, Kwampuku is there, so I have to be careful. No, I don't. It's a teamwork, and the whole 11 on the field, including those on the bench, they have their own jobs. Me as a coach, I have my job, so I'm thinking about Kotoko as a team, not Kwampuku as an individual. I don't think that the points will put us into top 4. It's not going to do anything. But there's something called records, and we are willing to beat Kotoko. Let it go on record that Vision in their first debut season, they beat Kotoko at their own home grounds. It's something that my boys need going forward. They need that confidence. They need to know that Kotoko is also another team. It's not a superficial team. They play with 11 players. Like I said before the first game, the people that actually made Kotoko, from Manso and the likes, they are all done. Now the players that are playing Kotoko are the same players, or the same kind of players that are playing Vision. So like I said, I don't deal with individuals. I deal with the team. I deal with tactics. I deal with performance on that day. And I think that day, the sun is going to shine, and it's going to be on Vision Football Club.
We and then some coach Nana Akwaku at my head coach at my Vision FC. Nekoma what they are to Janana and what he and Ombuzan them. Coach Karim Zito or by about 5 matches in Yande so Lusubi. Now coach you and a tati say so born and information Kutana Fin Monday Bow Danady our Kotoko Siena and Yabiano Chirano and for how be and for my Vision FC and coach Nana Kwajima.
Zito is somebody that I respect. He's actually a loving bigger brother of mine. I respect him. He gives me respect as well. He knows me. I know him very well. It's very unfortunate that he's coaching Kotoko and I am coaching Vision. It doesn't feel good to compete against him, but when the job demands it, you compete against each other. So of course I'm going to compete against Karim Zito, but we're playing Kotoko. That day I think that yes, it's going to be difficult because tactically he's very astute, a very old coach that has been in the Ghana Premier League for a very long time, knows the terrain, knows what to do, knows how to counter very well, knows when to hold on to possession. Like I said, somebody that I respect extremely well. So that day, yes, it's going to be difficult, but I don't think that we cannot surmount. It's something that Kotoko is beatable. Other teams have shown it in the Ghana Premier League. They've lost games at Kumasi, they've lost games away. So I think that coming into Tema, where we are also very good and we are also very comfortable, I think that the onus lies on Kotoko to beat Vision. We just want to beat Kotoko. So Karim Zito is one person, he's an individual, he's going to play his tactical plan that day, but we are just aiming to beat Kotoko. So not so much of ending his unbeaten run, but so much of beating Kotoko back in Tema.
We and then some Nana Kwaku Ajman wano head coach Edema Vision FC in Koma or their 2 Jananum. Sanan so mediama about the Fioni Brukum Chelsea and the Pemso or Takwa Sports Stadium. Nano and a coach Tanko Ibrahim. On one of my year, where last match is some ebo fee, Nasakwe last match is the season, or maybe because so many results a bit me about Serbian fans so, and it just to me, I call it me at the amount of Tanko Ibrahim, head coach at the Media Sporting Club.
We have to concentrate our last game against Chelsea. We have to win the last game and then see how the other results is. But definitely we are going to have a very good game on Sunday. And this is the last game for the season and to go and prepare and come back. So definitely we are going to give our best and then win our game and then see what will happen. This is the last game. Even if you give a player who is not playing the last game, it doesn't mean anything. We are going with our full squad, definitely, and then try to win, like I said, our last game for our supporters at home. And the team wants to win the last game. They want to play a very good football for the last game for the supporters so that we will go back and then prepare very good for the next season.
We and then some coach Tanko Ibrahim, what they atuja anana pay, be down our Akwaaba Radio 98.1 Shannon Son, Sir Empo, coach Frimpong Manson, head coach Eddie and Mababiani Go Stars. nyambo a ɛda wɔkyena ɔmane Accra Lions na de epem so ɛwɔ dance park na no ana ebusa coach sɛ last game ayi so kɔbɔkyena sɛ kɔba so win a wo na ese Ghana Premier League no mo gyesi mu naso ahoba te sɛn ɛde ma ɔkyena game no
ahoban dem sɛ yɛayɛ bia ohwɛ this week am sɛ bibia yɛyɛ bia no they round up your season and it happens to be a last game of the season and so any match I think you're taking it for granted at all and okay match and so and I bet me a winning in the league title so yes when Bia so okay preparation now Bia has been say you're winning that game so we've worked so hard and for me I'm very happy with the preparation now so far league no there I think it has been a very good season I think this is our best season so far and although it's been the best but very stressful and then very hectic at this season because okay league and also this year it's been very competitive and teams so there are a lot of teams are now competing for the league but at any point then you prove say you're worthy and you could see say team be no and that top and I say that top now be that second you're second so we fought a very good fight except the last game which no there you feel say no they crown yourself as champions of the season if we are able to win the league and so yes intensified the beer and we have to do that.
Yo, we ene ensema from performance ode atodwa na apia makati ono ejremo edema Gold Stars ono so akasa kakra ede afa match iso money Accra Lions de kopem so no
you share preparation I dey about for be 4 days in here bibia kire ready I for Accra Lions last game no so this game so no o share preparation na it shows we are ready for the game no so we are ready for that last game no to finish out. I do a difficult part because once a Energy League, you know, and odin teams be 3 and a pre-semo beje title, so a pressure game, but Oshe team no preparation name 24 name bibia omudi egu akwama ama team na bibia chere say ya ready say kwan bia so ne de say home ground de kwan bia so any excuse bia say e beje 3 points na my supporters say de be ya ye purpose tie de by team nim no omubenya ya sonfason so team supporters no omombra like bibia obi ye Sunday bia na yesro mo say o de omo fa Sunday nche na inform support meta yechi because this is the opportunity for us say ye be mark up na ka baby no ye be start season no ye target ye dey start no ye nyina be win no good way
yo we ene nsama pia makati wode atudwa na games ni sei na nyame ya domda wachina ye ko wie na House of Folk ababo edita Samates referee Jacob Adrentara wano ene o meyi se match no onko no ginem bebia ni Gold Stars ene Accra Lions na ebo Juliet Apia wano ba ko ginem fimfi no akotwa yirem sha so na Merite Ela wana fi so referee tu no Patricia chira ono everybody kumasi omo ene penifo sa ke inside so o metimi akọhwe Dreams FC ene Lagos Cities na ebo ewo Tuba Astrate fe so Rachum Gamelisana wana ba ko di sa match no sa so ana Bechem United ene Yan Apostles so de pem so ewo Nana Fosuja Park na no ana Joseph Kofi wana ba ko ginem fimfi na otimi akoto ayeremo ho Dama Diana Stars ene Basaka Holy Stars na de pem so Dr. Imoro Osman wana ba ko ginem fimfi na watwayerem Nations FC ene Kpan Heart of Lions na de pem so Gabriel Pokwan wana ba ko ginem fimfi ana amfi so Shannon so the Media Mass Sporting Club Brekum Chelsea na de pem so Salam ya wo bless ono ana ba ko di sa match no ana amfi so o down near Vision FC ene Kotoko ana de pem so Afonso Atiapa ono ana mpenefo yi ni se ono so akensie no hwe na onko girem na onko twaira we any games a nyambo da wochina eba so na season no yetimi awiem na sei ana league table no etcc a yede wonsam yede emam Shannon Sonse Nations FC na se bebia ni Gold Stars already kind omo ekuta 60 points Nations FC omo ka isino omo ne basaka no mpenefo entimi enkan enti stra omo to so mienu 60 points Kotokoto so miensa 58 Arsenal and 9 no eye Kpando Heart of Lion okuta 57 points Heart of Folk to so num okuta 55 Arsenal and Siam eye Samatta 51 and Sono eye Medium 50 Arsenal nwotwe eye Dream Chelsea 49 nkoro no eye Doma Adriana 44 Arsenal edu eye Bechem 44 edu baako eye Vision FC on ekuta 42 points Arsenal edu mienu Brekum Chelsea 41 edu miensa eye Yan Apostles on also ekuta 40 points so ana Dunine ɛyɛ Basaka Holy Stars ɔno so ɔne na sɛ Nations FC ɔmo case no mpanimfoɔ nya nkan nti ɔmo nya mfa saa points no ɛmfa ma ɔmo awɔ 38 points saa so na Carrera tɔ so dunum ɔno so 38 points wɔ hɔ na ɔmo ɔmanwe ɛyɛ sɛ ɔmo kɔ relegation no ɛyɛ Accra Lions wɔtɔ so ma akɔ dunsia 35 points Dunson Legon City ɔno ɛwɔ 25 points ana afei so hyɛ no nso sɛ Nsuatreman FC etwa to a ɔno nso 21 points ɛde nsɛm no yɛde ɛma na goalkeeper chart no sei ɛna ɛte a yɛde bi ɛma ananɔpɛ Stephen Amankwa Brekum Chelsea ɔhyɛ 15 goals saso ana Faiza Chawute Usena Academy Nations FC 12 goals wɔ hɔ Abetamo Akotoko 12 goals saso ana Nana Kwame Pon Pando Heart of Lions ɔhyɛ 11 goals sana afei so Joseph Eso wɔbɔ Edma Dreams FC ɔno nso timi ahyɛ 10 goals a yɛde nsɛm no yɛde ɛma na matches ampenefo ɛkyɛ sɛ da wɔkyena wɔn betimi ayi no de 34 no hyɛ no so baabi ani Gold Stars ɛne Accra Lions wɔn kyerɛ sɛ a live game ana afei so Vision FC ɛne Kotoko so ɛno nso meyi ama Ghana fo nyina so yɛtimi anya bi ahwɛ ɛwɔ hɔ na so far say yɛabɔ week number 33 no say ana starts no kakra ɛtia ɛno so yɛde ɛma ɛnanɔpɛ ɛwɔ Akwaaba radio 98 point so far yɛabɔ 296 games ɛne yɛabɔ home wins no ɛyɛ 165 away wins 54 saso and draw no ɛyɛ 77 sano so goals apiem no ɛyɛ 561 goals home goals no ɛyɛ 370 away goals no ɛyɛ 191 and after first half goals no ɛyɛ 267 goals second half no ɛyɛ 294 yellow cards no ɛyɛ 881 and after red card 34 sano so penalties apiem no ɛyɛ 58 or 58 no yɛahyɛ 49 ɛna 9 no ɛtimi asɛe ɛna own goals no so ɛno so akɔyɛ 11 wa ɛyɛde ne nyina no yɛde ɛma ɛnanɔpɛ ɛwɔ Akwaaba radio 98.1 na hyɛ no sɛ division super middle league no so nyame yɛ adoma da wɔkyena ɛna mpanimfoɔ kyerɛ sɛ ɛbɛtumi agya sɛ Monday ɔmo de kɔ Monday nti 9 na hyɛ no sɛ group no ɔmakyɛ mmienu group I no Obrekum Arsenal ɛwɔ hɔ Arsenal Union Rivers ɛwɔ hɔ ɛna afei so Raja Casablanca ɛwɔ hɔ bi ɛna afei so group 2 no ɔmo bɛtɔrɔ Susana ɛwɔ hɔ Saso na Nsuatre FC ɛna afei so Boni East Football United ɔmo ɛwɔ group B one ase bi a 2 a yɛde wɔn nsɛm no yɛde ɛma ɛnanɔpɛ hyɛ no so ɔmo fishers no aba out na sei ana mpanefo timi ayɛ hyɛ fishers no oba Facebook a Rachel de atɔ kakraka a yɛsɛ also obetimi akonya bi na wahwɛ hɔ na nyamboa Monday first game no mpanefo ɛkyɛ sei na teɛ ɛno Raja Casablanca ɔmo ɛne Union Rivers de bɛpem so na ɔmo ɛbɔ no Brekum Arsenal ɛbɛda standby hɔ na de akyi Wednesday sei ɛna ɛsɛ 3 PM no Union Rivers ɛne Arsenal ɛna ɛbɛbɔ ɔmo ɛbɔ no so na Raja so ɛda standby hɔ ana afei so hyɛ no nso on the 13th of June no Brekum Arsenal ɛne Raja Casablanca ɛna ɛbɛbɔ na ɔmo ɛbɔ no so na Union Rivers so na ɔmo so ɛda standby wei ɛne hyehyɛ ahodoɔ a mpanimfoɔ de ato dwa yɛde wɔn nsɛm yɛde ɛma ɛnanɔpɛ wei ɛyɛ bafa super middle league no ɛho nkɔmɔ ɛna ɛnanɔpɛ yɛde ɛma ɛwɔ Akwaaba radio 98.1 hyɛ no so sɛ division 1 no so ɛsɛ yɛwie zones no nyinaa a ɛsɛ zones na yɛwie no sɛ yi ɛna mpanimfoɔ yɛn hyehyɛ no matches ahodoɔ ɔmo bɔɔyɛ ɔmo wɛ ne yɛ ana afei so away team na afei home teams no say ɛnɛtɛ in all no yɛbɔ 705 games any matches a yɛabɔ na home wins no ɛyɛ 399 away wins no ɛyɛ 155 ana draw PM no ɛyɛ 151 sano nso goals PM no ɛyɛ 1552 home goals no ɛyɛ 997 ana afei so away goals no ɛyɛ 555 sano nso own goals no ɛyɛ 26 ne PM a yɛde wɔn nsɛm no yɛde ɛma ɛnɛ anɔpɛ na first half goals no ɛyɛ 775 second half goals no ɛyɛ 777 ana yellow cards epiem no ɛyɛ 2493 yellow cards na epiem red card no ɛyɛ 122 hyɛ no so sample penalties epiem no ɛyɛ 150 deɛ ɔmo ahyɛ no ɛyɛ 123 ana afei so deɛ ɔmo ahyɛ no so ɛyɛ 27 a ɛno so nsɛm no yɛde ɛma nte sɛ division 1 deɛ yɛwie season nyinaa a Newcastle 3 teams anya qualification Omabo Ghana Premier League no ɛno ɛyɛ Hohoi United All Blacks ana afei so Techman 11 Wonders ɛna ne di friwa ɛho nsɛm no yɛde ma brante friend Bernard Somoa Kotoko prayer na yeso mulo no kopie mo Seta Vigo bi no ɛnu abɔmɔde timi kopie mo kuma sa Sante Kotoko training ground akɔgya ate etimi ɛkɔyɛ donation etimi ɛde ma club na head of match a ɛda ɔmanim abra kyina ɔmane Vision FC ɛde kɔpem so wɔde nsuo ana face drinks ahodo ana yɛsɛ de kopie mo ɛwɔ dakɔgya ate nti abrante no ɛsɛ wɔne Peter Amido akwa ana gyina hɔ no ɔkɔ abroche na seɛn wɔde hwɛ na otimi sambo abroche de who say
Obi?
I hate you. Oh, the car na. The car na.
Unya beko.
Nyankoi.
Ah, okay.
Nyankoi.
Waso nyankoi.
Yintiu. Nyankoi.
Na na ko fa moto asemba, o say ya na mpe ko no na mpe. Ya ko ya nim.
Yintiu.
Kobi?
Ye.
Me dey kotoko dey last match is omo fanya hwe ntimi head and hoodie.
Omo timi league ni man you. Yes,
scientifically. But yaje ayi points na mo master kotoko bit my league.
So
omo no mo how many points?
It's a kotoko 58.
58 yam fanji.
Tie 58 no.
We mu lose na
kotoko. Say ayi lose wa. Go stars lose. Next kotoko win. Kotoko 61.
61.
But by my league.
Okay, me bo. And kotoko 61. Points in yaje mfama go stars. Just a year free nation.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
This is what I say.
Man, you me say the points na the points be go stars. Yeah, so I think okay so moi ne ade no ko na time na a very very smart move.
Okay.
Because my last game to close the season. No mo na wa ha e na abrabo de na copy mo Celta Vigo.
Yeah.
Of course, said the work an ho fe de okoye o ba ye no hu bogasem woni mu abrante de kwa abrochire ba on ba asomade kro obebo o wa ha na o ba asomade a ne ma me adwa o ba o ba asomade ne ma me ehu wa ye no hu se ohun ye ma me fo ne papa fo ne ye nya too much adan Kofi ne bapa ye rasta ti fie ho na o kan oba de so oba de o ye ni ba na tibongo
ba say futu na o de 20
na ono de ne ba ne hia bi
ya na say o kan ba ne emfa
ono hu se ba ne de ne you ani sumpu na yesu
ko na go yo video
na me yi yesu quotation bata na si batata li Kofi sa na agrada ko quotation amfa ho Sunday so nkofo be sako o say ebra apoaso che first of all quotation ko wanti ba ba bia quotation no no say ebra apoaso che no ebo na yesu o say bible che say na yesu an unto mo sua ki bi o mo de kasa na dada nkura ne say obo was spirit ni nti on say sa charming to bible che say na yesu an nti wote de sa wonim say wa wura spirit ye wo de mo hadwe
na ye bo sa no ye wo ta so mo kan
o de me ba avedi o say yesu nyane ya o say Eli sababata sada. Asem no so kra first of all. Waiting Eli ho no. 2. Epono so Yesu aka Eli balaba batazabia.
E bia na chiro be kan.
Omo born na senuam a opejarity. E no say Eli de na adenti na wapa me. Enye born na senuam na.
Yes.
Na ye de ko bie pu so.
Bia na say
Sunday ho be say ma. Mo ye beti aso we shi be kan Bible. Once the kwe ye njamo. Be nchi musika ni nyina. Na mo se mu nhia yansa. Ko fi ye ko ye nim. Ye sports. Ye sports ara ye de.
Ye ntiu.
Kofi. Ye free offline. Ye ko ye de. So with someone the influence here, that's a good move. Yeah, but I think maybe a Ghost Stars drew, no? And they are playing home, right?
Yeah.
Nti Kofi, coronation game. Me in this game, Ankasa, I think Ghana Premier League last round of matches, no. Ebema Vision Nations FC at 7 o'clock enya wait. Do you know why? Already. Say, baby any Ghost Stars. Every no game now.
Yeah.
Head to head, we beat Nations.
Yes.
To automatically no, they'll be on top. And the it is all more league that. E ba sa asem no yent mi kwa ka asem bia. E ma ne nkoye te say. O kwaje points among Nations. Wo wa ja ball no ye points among. Enye ye. E na ball no replay bi anim. And to me no, the league title no is in a baby between Kotoko. Any Ghost Stars.
Yeah.
And last round of match there. Kofi me who Ghana Premier League team and the last home game or any AG League or be a cheddar since I'm starting follow football from Adriana starts never family be say Kofi. Everybody nyame. Say while starts so last man near Adriana na last home match. I no so the AG League.
Yeah.
In fact, me honestly me hear be that say team the last home match or body AG League in the Ghana Premier League. Na team na ade a check. The medium last home match or the AG League and I think that Ghost Stars for will be crown champions. You see, the latest team already Accra Lions.
Yeah.
Now me enyeme ya. You know why? Because look, Luther Mateus. On Anderlecht, former Anderlecht player, they say Frank Champo,
yeah.
Or more Accra Lions more than more running. Or more main objectiveness on betting me I don't players.
Yeah,
and the teams like that, even so about Ghana Premier League, no, Bono Ghana Premier League, the way I'm running, no, sika bi a yɛbɛgyegye wo sɛ yɛmfa nkɔ yɛ nneɔma bi a wokora wo nte aseɛ certain travels bi a wobɛtutu a still mfasoɔ bi amfiri so no sɛ ɔkɔ division 1 obɛtumi akɔ division 1 akɔ division 2 telling you say he's not interested in the Ghana Premier because if they wanted to stay player ben and community don't stay they can play the league and they will stay in the league but they will go to division 1 they will be going to division 2 by the time you realize now they're making money from Ghana football in any case me say that right to dream academy be nice about Ghana Premier League or the division 2 team never qualify by division 1 the following so about the premier untimi ne mo or ba Ghana Premier League no bet ma gia to be 12 untimi ne mo but after all so Ghana Premier League no the players na odo omo ko Northland akoton omo ama Tottenham ne Premier League teams no or we or kase omo stay no mo Ghana Premier League nya sankra na twa ya de no benya free
omo ntimi nton mo bi
I didn't know many free because I years not do more no. He will have to sacrifice Ankrano and take them to play the Ghana Premier League. Eh, Uba woman can say. Obianya 21 or pushing ako. What I say? Edrumun kwaso say jayem mo na league bi wa ha oje a eja obenya ni munyam Ghana Premier League. Nkrano kra be jai right dream noko. Emrofo maguagu on ko former player bebre abobo Chelsea. Omo wa right to dream wa ko mo aye yo. Nye tuntum broni mrofo and then omo Portuguese players, foreign players, kokofo no kra ya do so ase omo onso mo akosombo here. And then Krano two coins in Black Stars. The last time I saw the normal tournament we were Portugal. Now no me who omo Serbia, omo ko US. Eso omo akosombo here, omo ko ba debi ha. Ube come cry this weekend omo ko Abrochire. What I say? Nti ono no ni team no the only different from Abrochire Academy is say omo is situated in Ghana. But Krano be ko omo passport mu no. Blaster player krama. They be omu two coins. You get it. Nti investors we no. Ya no omu focus na omu project na it's more of making sure to say ebi na ado high yate pese oye no. Yeah, say ni focus na ensure that extremely about playing the Ghana Premier League and Division 1 and Premier and bebre. It's about maintaining your standard. Hope say obo division ni bi abetum abo. But your priority is not about playing the division and winning something in the division. Means what I say. But making sure say I don't do this auto player $200,000 krana. When you first was saying your boy Ghana Premier League full season. What I say? The OG League no ko benya saying. When you 5 billion. What the bag and schema 50,000. The dollars more.
Yeah, the last time near $30,000.
Near $30,000. Why? Nti enye skebia. Nti who don't play 200,000 back one. Ukokura on what transfer baby dey sanction obesan ton keto bia fast nti me na think Accra Lions no the priority nye entirely about the league. It's obviously about making sure so project ne be any in a success. You get it. And Ghana teams in tete ho Juventus ABN Academy wa Ghana other small team ebedru ba bi no will be understand some na be academy in Nigeria also ebedru ba bi no na talent dey wo kroma but na your Ghana Premier League teams no money be because others ne invest in the base and crown on academy no yenko for is about match of convenience yenko for is about 3 points yamuru when yenyes already this league now ended no one of the most regrettable league in the history of Ghana football. There is nothing special about this. Look, I'm not running the league down. I'm telling everybody the truth because we played in the league in the half season yawo obi sika yakuno enya regrettable league a league yenu in the first place see a boy league ya boy first half yakọ home ya ba na yankọ home ya twa league ni makọtena ba bia ba ene ya san ba beto aso league ya Chelsea teams o kwaso onim na fa ha ya bebu makum enye za league ni ye nwie ye nye league ya na Nations FC supporters Nations eja ball no ball nti already no Ghana league no ya boy no na TV right no bo say simple
TV right
1 city cromant ya ya bo Ghana Premier League TV twa 5 city croma maye ko bi wo sre
asemo
5 cities come on my be tons with a venom 5 cities 5 cities croma 10 cities o ma maye into ko bi o ma maye 10 cities mpo what kwabrane to players etuaka boka twitwiri die afa bas wo ba be twa free ebo advantages ka 3 cities kra wa ma no
next season investment la
yata wachi kovi 3 city wa maye and already league na kasa a regrettable league But yeah, the NSA. Are we interested in making the league better next season? No. You better better. You better start the league without promotion. You better start the league without proper timelines. The man is a Sunday fixtures in here. The man is a Monday fixtures in here. We are not table aba. We are near any chief statistics. I will go 5, home go 3. Why say? And they machines have extra chances creation, assist, pre-assist, touches. Player with the most accurate passes, long balls, recovery, minutes played. These are detailed statistics. I the projected players. But yet, red card in Sia. Just a nipper ni na send the nipper ni. What the penny book not on our tree. Nipper ni na baby a ball already. And you already know a regrettable league. But Kofi, you are we ready to learn?
Yes.
Yes. Now Yesuba near the answer. You see, there's a psychologist, we refer no more so craft philosophers. Almost say. So only Nipatia. Don't judge him by his words. And judging Nipa based on a semi-free and nobody and the actions. Because actions in the true meaning of the person. As I know what I say. Nipa no so odi na no achia or the na no be show bo bebre obe kan yoma bebre but the actions na the true answers of who that person truly is. It is already you will know it through his actions. And so you know no kwa botoma you will know it through his actions. So pewasema you will know it through his actions. Say odowa you will know it through his actions. So the na bi na edi usika you will know it through his actions. Anamebwa Obi Anfantonity. Kofi, mami wiyo ino sadepa. Yes, I think in recent times, say Ghana Premier League player, I know the foreign name to the sono in free league in him. But in free munye, honestly, we shouldn't condone that. Yes, Abroche players number one there. Once our players on TV, no, they would love to emulate them. But I would advise your Ghana Premier League players, no, say they should rather learn to play the way they play rather than taking their name. Somebody told much, you know. Utemia. Ball no bona money dino person of the toes no. Jenny Dino na hwe the ball no. De ya na me ya ne se. Unim se me call golden boot. Saturday me swapa e wa kosombo. There be a dreams for no e wo. Ena me hu se ye kwa hwe football match kura wa academy na ye compulsory. Because omo be match coach ni catch us as a number 2 you are going to watch the number 2 baby o movie the way okuta ball any ade say the be aside your much black ball so na wa park no ubenya bibi extra dey account ball no the way he thinks the way he moves midfielder baby o be position ho kwa be fast to 50-50 the player o inspire no you have to watch him through and through boys obi bo Ghana Premier League who hear ball TV so say me dem impe ball
okay
Obo Ghana Premier League o have ball with TV so no nenam o say on pay ball on the o say on pay dem mo ten bi o mo kan me dem no football na dey me pe Obo Ghana Premier League mo no football elsewhere me say o ball proper you will truly understand this. Say Neymar used to watch clips of Ronaldinho almost all the time. Me Baba Pedri this is one way Iniesta, so also fine, I'll give you that grant. But yeah, now you way Iniesta through and through. Pedri can never tell us, say, even before match or way Iniesta before going. But what? 80% of Pedri star no, Iniesta inspired. When they say, Obi Sio Obi how right here, yeah, and I own so Obi Sio Obi Chaya Keka, San Obi Sio Obi traitor, Lami Yamal. Ono crowd say wa Canada. Also want to name my videos, Messi videos all the time he's watching. Enti omo no kura na ena 33 years. Ozi e junior Lami Yama. Lami Yama was 17. Ko ya den. What I say? Enti edin there. Memfa. Fine. Say ya wo near the tower. Javi Simmons.
Yes.
Say the last time me can papa say ne papa say no say ne baba ball. Nti owo ne bana no say ne bana ne beto Javi.
Yeah.
No mo to Netherlands. Papa ne has say ya to ne bana mo betina Spain. Ekobo Barcelona Academy because he wanted to energy Javi Simmons or the Javi because of Barcelona Javi. Yeah. But wa be ball wa ye ho adwuma. But say dini ye de to dia ye de ato. And ye wo ba betu na to Neymar. Betu de na to. But am for one to. Now say udi Aswanteno ompe Yamanu no ompe Inoko no ompe Nemom babia watifia du ye junior Lami Yama Usaye. Lami Yama runye senior. Uye junior Lami Yama. Uba Ghana Premier League Division 1 kwa na 28 years. Some mistake. Waba Premier. Use uye junior Lami Yama.
Yo. Mate yeda say
some mistake no go be. To adapt to say na sem no. Some mistake no. Enye players no kwa na eyi o. Eye teams no amutin tra Jinjine Barcelona. Jinjine Barcelona.
Jinjine Dortmund.
Bia dan Real Madrid.
Because
Chelsea makes sense. Oh, any problem?
Ndi Jose. Sa teams na man kamu nidi. Next we cry no automatically we a soulless club. We need pride. You don't know what you stand for. Yeah, we need pride.
Nkoko Hamburg.
Atem West France. Hey Juventus.
Yeah, Juventus.
Yeah, Juventus.
Me say give our president.
That way I over there. We say kind of I fed up. Yeah, Juventus.
Yeah. Now no say there. Now no.
Go take Milan. Milan.
Milan.
Milan ni ye kuro no ko na sanya Milan.
No matter to bebrebe.
Bebrebe. Yeah, me nim da idea. Say sansa.
Yeah, you know. Etwetwa side nim. Se teams na ntwama. Say football no ye twetwa side nim. Na me invest wa kan na me fanto. Na ma me de yen.
Oh, say no partnership crampo na bi oboa.
Ko ma de na de ma me.
Ka problem.
No na be ton ma no wa ji ni din dada. Even ade na wo ye no kra o mem no. What I say?
I'm Dortmund.
I'm Dortmund.
Oh, I'm Dortmund.
Sir, Ingo start over.
You do. Say Brekum Barcelona so.
Brekum Barcelona so.
Barcelona. And I will be Raja Casablanca.
Na Madrid the mama ibi.
Madrid.
Brekum from Timor.
You
Kutre Manchester.
Jaya kutre Manchester.
Nti ye na kasa.
Ya na fe no betia.
Ti aye mo bone.
Ane enche obi beti ni team. Na fe o ma free club side. No the bad share team. O beti yeah Cato Spain. O beti Cato Spain. Continental England. Hey, that's have there. Free club team. Ya ba na shira. O beti Mombasa Portugal.
Gobi, what are my cancer with? There's a growing trend. Now, no, Ecuador, Brazil. Yeah, where are Akwaaba join your boy?
Join your boy. And I'm saying join your boy. You know, Ecuador, no, Ecuador.
Minimum of fire.
Okay, I say, Okoya, Okoba, the Mamma National Team.
Oh, the mother Venesia. Now, the mammy Ecuador, and I'm a papa near Ghana. You will know Germany, Hamburg. Wabo Germany, youth team Nibia. Now, why is it that? To see a national team attractive being. We will go for you to see a name John Yeboah or Ecuador starting 11.
Last stars before the qualified.
Oh, go be serious. Your national team are unattractive recently. To the sense, Akwaaba. So boy,
yeah, so what's Bolivia?
Bolivia. Or then any power of Bolivia. And you go for young kind of crazy between Ecuador and Ghana. If all things be equal, Nanka we a player, and I say,
now so my work up on
yes, I understand what coffee true.
One and many Brazil match on boy.
Good, but truth be told, coffee, yeah, kind of correct. Say national team, yeah, near my national team in Nanswa. Between Ecuador and Ghana, yeah, may. Oba professor obi nkobo ikodo
Dabi
say ye niema ye na national team to niema ye ni etimi compete ya qualify for World Cup bi AFCON ye GB nga abed so be choose Ecuador ahead of Ghana oh go fi ade we a si no gina ho de ma niema bebre o ba ya gen nkoso ya gen so oh fine obi
ya na be kaye kese so akọ border Tanzania national team
ye serious the growing trend no
yeah no say so about the
Togo yeah no Togo oh nti dia na asi
ya ben for so can be
oh no na me ka say me aba be si
so utie na no Niger boy ya na no owie na no baka say kwan a FA president e ka say
yes
no ni club campo Niger 5 players be so monye be more audiences yeah Ghana ni be na say na so no contract yeah
obo under 17 under 20 I know it's what body money, Jay. No, secret to click who can say, while my ball and family didn't say, yeah, your bed and so be your blasters, maybe. Oh, it's a more minor, more than 7 more 7 minor. It is more interesting than here. I'm more dream of mining can't go home, mining punto.
You're going.
Oh, to go very serious. They say here. Players pass over 2022 akabe players are not free Ghana mo different teams.
No does.
Obi di Jeremy free point about the man that dance. Ade nyansa be ni wo. Doku Jeremy Doku o so obobo ma
Belgium.
Ti ampa for no tutum ne ma ye
o. Yo. Yanti we.
Kofi ye mo best abaso.
Yes, o my ade.
O my ade.
Say be coach. Dance be ko bia.
Dance be ko bia. O se ne ma.
We Breku Mugabe no.
Yes, Breku Mugabe. Ni din no. Hey, we budi o wa ko yidin ya pie. Well,
o my ade
ye mo ma baso na one guy Kofi in performance na standard your goalkeeper no. If I know Ben Clinton
or Ben
yes,
okay.
One the best goalkeeper after the tournament. Na the Etiana say or a part of Ghana under 15 your national team no. Yes, or a part of that team no. Now occupy 3 clean sheets in the entire tournament. Na Echrese Kofi say your youth football no you hear ni year or bi you be great players pa ma represent a national team. And the young best abaso we all here baby omo fa here teams omo yi omo susek best yi susek West mo a lot of teams omo yi 140 team all these teams in na best yi omo Echrese ampa. So for the second consecutive time Brekum schools at Miaji super zonals no super zonals competition no they just on my idea now the game changers no di can Mr. Danson now all proving track record proving track oh so my director proving track record I just say baby obeko bia no oye aduma e wo presec ye hu how afa so transform me presec amu team no am enei yenya national team players impo afa na nsase. You can make mention of Afene Janmo, Zach Bunyina Afan and Sem, a lot of players Afan and Sem. Or best recently no more than one fem in the inter-schools competition. But the truth is that Mr. Anso Bayano, or best son near how almost scout to players students are or making sure say or do a more pick or more free even baby free crank baby assay. Or do a more ban or transform me or more bono. And is it coffee? They tell me discuss best omo zona super zona to omo kwaje no amede Mr. Danso asema bam na say school ohun enyo obia na eba school anwuma ebeboa no enti uko abrochina America the other time my friend bi kofi wa won ebo 2 years na akola no de ne ba Ghana ha say omo be di some holidays omo bi school and dey chinye no omo send ni mail obi enu boss mama sending email say omo start school sports and some academic crash ase in 10 terms omo fa akola ni free Ghana mra America in this America craft sports serious hey America on go vi onza omo yi pa NBA no America say mi jiro NBA no omo bon na one course school who to me nya sports America da enti ye free dey be trade nti answer na be trade you edwa free college Edward Ba franchise omo schools now omo NBA teams now Milwaukee Bucks no me sa mo Philadelphia Union anyway no and this oko school answer into omo first school players no NBA players no omo for omo free schools into food sports and academics very important by how yenye ni and there is nowhere near old person develop your mind obetime school academics free sports
okay
nti yam ya ni nku saade no ho and say na me di kan say na me kan no edo bia na ba school ni tidi bu ano obi wa na talent sports obi ni minikatu obi ni mbobo obi ni high jump nti awofo no so encourage nkwala no say na no Mr. Danso ka say under 15 for omo ball tournament ya CAF tournament
yes
bebre ni passport
oh yes
bebre bu anya fa no ni ball no ball but only passport
football for school
football for schools thank you very much and clearly ko fi awofo no mo ni nko nkwala no ho
okay
because Kofi akwala ne timi bobo okobo eleli kra na doctor bia ni go Ghana ha ni sika obeje duru no
yes
lawyer bia ni ho wamfa kan kuntuna se ya nyebukata ni sika bia ni ho a eduru no nti ye encourage omo no omo nyere omo ho na Kofi omo nyere nya aduma no now yes malam bi so akese kotoko
and was say omo forget about GPN FA Cup for 5 years say nya duabo
na
say futuo no di mama na
Derby enya futuo of the fans
sir
Kofi
was almost a spiritual man view
you hear some news whereby a team no niema nkoyi say niema nkoyi a e wona be start ya tete sa ansem no
the battle of FA Cup no kotoko ndime nya na
yes that is what he meant
against Golden Cakes
against Golden Cakes HSA could continue the NG mean some of these issues na ya na Kofi me find serious because obetes ansem we abra team niema nkoyi
yes
say team start so worry ni a team start so olusu a dia ba ko bi to chima obo so unity say o obede ono na nam so a niema nye de nkoyi nti me I'm sure say kodokofo no plan they shouldn't pay much attention to this now when we can do the final
season
no cry now I'm say the obi anyone say bibi any go stars open league naiden
yes
aje on Accra Lions and be the NBC any Lions relegation zone
worry nyes order
good worry or 34 points away the worry and it clearly there's no motivation for them into a done deal for
but we lose na kotoko wenia
yes mathematically there kotoko bet match league ni mana because omoda third
yes
58 points the fan say Lions share
Bibiani
Go Stars na kotoko Ewenia meaning kotoko beko 61 points but the bigger question is Lions wait match Go Stars especially Go Stars
no be betimi asi so tene pia ma carry akose no
understand ba Kofi no very well so share match we wa league aye record no on tena ho my Lions
back time betimi akwasa front line no
oh I know say football no be possible but the truth is that football is about motivation bia so share na nko betuma escape relegation a e ho na nka bia betuma make a case before them
that's a Mary the end am so me
sure na Mary na meye
dey na be
what you say maybe for pride Ghana has to go via in how league it the dynamic say league room
okay
Jimmy there very difficult the possibility say kotoko betuma be league there be 2% the possibility say Go Stars be league near 98%.
Oh, okay.
That's it. Make for Go Stars. Make for Go Stars. For Go Stars to win the Ghana Premier League because at the end
anyhow. Yeah, that's papa. Mr. The numbers we see na we ani akofa course. The numbers we see 0542 42 77 87 0542 42 77 87 and 0204 58 4200 0204 58 4200 and no shada sportswear ho and is so kwa justice no is say on say oko E3 o man announce date oko Spain o man announce date oko UK na say EPL o man announce date for 2025-2026 season no Mr. Obamode no koto justice ni sisi sere be ya ebedu obetimi ahye na no na shada sports was say nkanche say justice no is say oba sisi na month ye womi no obenya 120 Ghana cedis ukra 120 Ghana cedis obenya jersey papa bi the first players na shade bobo no obenya bi hom say football boot to na pay was say because of this month it's a promotion eguso ekoso mna bi atwam nanka oba nanka 550 Ghana cedis he said about 500 Ghana cedis obenya bi ato na bi so 450 Ghana cedis but because of the promotion team okra 400 Ghana cedis obenya bi gym boot no was na 350 Ghana cedis but because of the promotion to obenya bi 300 Ghana cedis and after so samba adine so was na for 350 Ghana cedis is okra 300 Ghana cedis obenya bi football wase me nka nche say is okra 250 Ghana cedis oba obenye bi wato e papa ne bi de yebo yips aso na nyambo da ochena de yefa Nations League omne ko ba fana no obenye bi 250 Ghana cedis say ye transit na pe bi wase ne ka na 200 Ghana cedis is okra 180 Ghana cedis obenye bi atom ana afis wase say ye trekotaps no wase bra na 80 Ghana cedis is okra 60 Ghana cedis ta obenye bi ompe we na apede bomade na pa o macha kwan obenwu omo e wo Central Moscow o zongo 1 minute so pe wase me nka nche say wo mo eben be mo koko no duwa en shada sports wo metima nje feso na ne ma pay na won satima ka be jomo na mesene biom I was 0242 427787 and 0204 584200 ofra o mejo so na mabo ama o jesis no ana fidi akanyina no won satimi akebi nti so person titim kram na so kwa me no wanka bakọ sisi na jesis na makwajem de 0242020208 020208 good morning
Kofi, good morning.
Yente babalupa
You go be the mentia what you put na. Kofi na baby be say in nature mo bwana.
Dia ochina match.
Last one.
Omo nka hweze omo mo nti ye ntwe ochina.
Okay. Because the answer na o ka say kotoko betimi because
yes, kotoko betimi agi say we nya the replay bekoso omo ene basake no 3 points no e beza to another 3 points. Nti kotoko gese o win na se bia Gold Stars elusua 61 points kotoko ba be that top no agi league no.
No say on bet 80 points go.
Yeah.
No go be so ka so
enye first mna de league no waja ebo enye referee na kase bia ma to ndimi ni bi wo na ise wakobo bi na aso ntimi nto aso bi dia ntia so wo se ehonye wo su ni before say game ni be start we are say na to enti won na kwa kada to mo say ball no ball nye na nko ayo protest but onya do nsa kwatum gwa na ese odi manisa why yeah that's pa good morning
Tago.
Yes sir
Tago boko de
boko asamoni ana
Tago emi
asamo kate Katre what do you call it? Christmas and make us one year be more yet. Do the eat you.
Tago be your number, me phone number.
You would be a fresh number in down Benjamin number. Yes, I saw the cook quiz or the bama.
Okay, Tago, Namia watching nation speed all the way. Say, can I see the cap on Yabi Amad Shagu na or the agility or the cap on Salsona, Ghana Premier League. So, to follow there. But very good start. About 3 points maybe. Only can also a car information or when dance back which is good start very quiet.
Mati, yeah, that's it. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir, Wendy.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Bonne
Cisco di Hambo. Cisco na bibia boko die. You might eat Cisco. Nyanko ba dumbako.
Yo, you must see any agmapa. In fact, say Otina every ni trophy ya Akwaaba ho na ba ho na mba meka bono kwa 2 out asante from a litres ka dia to
was it one league na
Portugal
okay you yati yeah that's it Cisco the Humble yeah that's it good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir, Wendy.
Kofi Tago Sadato.
Sadato yenti na bibia boko die.
Ya me adom boko pa.
You my iti we.
Ochina minim se Portugal betimi ahye. Ronaldo be hye wango.
Okay. You.
Kofi Tago.
Yes, sir.
Abrojom table so na e wo ho no. Yetie mo pa ntia na mo lanche ya.
Okay, o se mo fra wo sen.
Ona Charles wo Lion King.
Lion King on.
Hono
table so
ho ntia na mo lanche wa yem.
You.
Obi a wo ho. Wa V-boy ni bia.
Ye da mo nyina ase pass de bia mo tie da ase. Good morning.
Good morning, Kobi.
Ye, when you?
FM ko me kasa free bia na.
Kwa kuyenti o.
Odifo na say kodoko want me je lake omutumi ya you.
Oh, so a spiritual man.
Spiritual man. Won say yes ade we say o for ni hwe da de hwade we. Ghana ha. Se duru say ye election a odifo wi am share election nko bo. aka 1 month am yakọ election no afi na gifo omoba that so the person ka so hu ne ba no sia no kwan ansa na ye beyi bibi a kire wo odifo bia no na urade pete wo sisa ade na no kwan sa ade na nsima o kan ba Abraham Solomon Gomora tama urade ka so ko sai so wura no Abraham urade kire no Abraham gina ade na no so ati so na Gomora Abraham gina no kusi time wa e ka ni practice kete enti odifo ya me yi bibi kire wa no pete wo sia no ade entimi
Mate.
Ya difo nya boro kom kwa no mo se.
Ya da se, o se ne nyame na ye kire ne nti nyame kopon ne ye kire ne ni hobi. Good morning.
Computer go.
E ja dey nti.
Computer go Ghana Premier League. Ni serious. What you here? Yet mo fo na support team no try serious. Ade bi tia SC class ni ban fo no. What you here? Na ti you se hwan. O bobo si ma je fo ne bo. Da be na so ne bo e be ti sin kana na ne ma de ko bi le ke jabo ne bo. Philip ba so nya ye de ne jabo. Se bo ye. Pa de ji yan komo ji ame bo. Di be pe fo na mo hwe na mo fa bo team na ana league ni serious. Let me for the serious shots from what I hear. So when I'm jam but can make no go broke why the kunkla no.
You. Mate, yada se pa yeah. Good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. Anabo.
Yes sir.
Bibia boko there.
Na mi adumo.
You my yenti Anabo Jodanko.
Na bo abaso no pay. Bona ho.
Bona ye wo wie wa pagya no kakra.
Yo, me sia no. Na ma sia has fan ni.
Yes sir.
But to this for no. Say wo be be fire ko me de konson gu ye na me boy. Che nyame adma la mi ya ma be ye aduma ni nyina.
Okay.
Wo mo ko so ma pom. Me na me wo de fata da ho. Wo sa da me ka je de France for no mo buada.
Yeah.
On sa bem. So me sha wo.
You.
Na commissioner mo ka ho asem wo mo si koto ye ko koto ko ni na na.
You were so unforgetting about FA Cup and FA so Premier League for 5 years.
FA Cup ne dia me ne ya adwin.
They don't need nyage.
Ya me ne ya adwin se mi gini dia ye mi ameti akura me tuma he ko me koto go ntine yi san se dia he blow yi.
Okay.
And o kaka ho dia me ne nya adwin san se ne dia odifo dia be kwa me ne odifo me ni so mo ntine yi.
You.
Na FA Cup ne dia no kore o mo ntine yi ya wo kwa na wo kaka.
Okay.
Na Ghana bi you know. Me can't mu play. Yeah, but president why you serious one. Come you want my own league last one you. Come the verdict in that band yen ya mu say. Ya je points na ma we na e say ansani abo. Wo do mo ko wie na wo be ka say e bia wa je points na ma nkofo ya na say. Hwe am ti say bi mo no e be ye kese pa. Ye league e bo Ghana de nya kwa o. Nya wa Chelsea gede o me ma ayi ba bia ni fu da bia ni fu we ko atala yo so awie wo mo chichi wo mo segu o ma chi pra o me tma apa o mo su aje
you
di no ma do wa o ma nsa dia ha de bo ti be chembo aye de bani wo
you yeah that's why that's what we don't go what's up in benefit last but good morning.
Morning, Kofi.
Yes, sir. Yentiwe, Amos.
You, Kofi. The minister of Ajumadi, because I mean, I'm a make of a Maubuka. Kofi, the guy goes start. Only sharing my seriously. Last week, border for now, who's on the border of Bekum, seriously said, I'm not 90 years ago, if you bet me. And I'm both draw cry. If you go to Corona, to go to the league,
yeah.
Colleague, a head to head. Good, Kofi. So, go point in the league organ. Who started the league? Now, ask my to be. The last season, yet, Piana 80 million cry. The Omo no between you, almost big cap from the sign asthma. And the better on your feet. Your monkey strike and asthma, so you
yeah, that's it. Last caller, good morning.
Morning, good.
Yes, sir.
I can
you. I can't in a Greek Hobokodi.
nyame adomina nanso
boko
de nyame asene adwuma pa mu ye amenti average ne de amenti average ne nso obo adwuma pa wadre obo adwuma tete nyame kam
okay
go program kan ye Ghana ye league na ye bo no e man ne ma bi mu nye den enna ho dai mu na ho no akoye ye team akehie mi no pe ai wo man ne mu no kotoko anyhow se ye jama bi ere enanke yamfa kululu ne katafe chevia mom no maria enka machines na ye bi e hu je yenke to an ka ye ni monyam pijama Ghana league no ye hu se bibia ye free and fair na transparent ni league no se eba de wi ye din sense bibiri na ye de ba government in last week that go kran munyam mo ball no ye smata se obi be se tu go so a e pie ye timi ka se bi be sisi e pie enji enima bi wo ma ko no minia se uni na se wo masade no epie kito de mutim no ye do fi division na wo ne de waba e dia third division on the two juve pen enji dia two juve say no se two go fees no se go fees ti mi jino ho na se bi wo players e jina bobo no ko e chiri a e mo mo san boy a go fees ti mi jina ka Ghana ha utimi face ni bi no but enji anya de bound no we ni tamale be na nten o ma tan qualify san buy na no na for you nti yempa yinvo no mo form na nsi form na se wo ye kasiye kwa na won so semra dia ni nze se nipa na ewe a e performance na ma na ye dai ewe na ye man kunimdie no emra FN market one na fe ni mo ndie se fata se ma Ghana ye football no so ata pija no enti ganya za o man football no die form one ni giso a e fondo don se atio nti da se pa ni juma mo so mo bona mo ma ye tini e ko ya Senegal man na ya min kam
Yonso you Ocean Joseph I get asipa enti yentimi emfa frefo bie mbedres mienu bi ayi nyin fro na yenkoye nim na we ayegina vera dodona frekua adipa from o sister Dina I sewochi bayre ewo
Akwaaba
Donkin nchewa wase yemfa fidie so na yema wa wodapa enti vera gina vera kua adipa happy birthday enko emfama o sister so wasre nyankopa ho ndene de ama so onum no nka ho de da wakoma so bi onye ne kama emfama o ma nkwa ne bebri wo yi yade na fi ha obi no efru akwam o ma ha ne beto so de odi nsabe so mbia ne nye insira emfa ema and vera gina ekua adepa from o sister Dina say jiwi ne fedi o birthday no
happy birthday to you happy birthday to you happy birthday dear happy birthday to you.
Enti jina vera akua adepa once again happy birthday enko emfa ema na we su every Richmond ese oyadwuma awa Akwaaba radio ase wasi happy birthday enko emfa Masandra dodona from Sandipel enti Sandipel jiwe nefa do birthday no from Rich so Akwaaba radio ase wasre se nyankopon wonom na onka ho de si woni su bia no obompa ese bebam kama etimede ama enti Sandipel jiwe never do birthday no wasre kwantenten ahonten wo yi ha obi aso firo so numi bia no wasi oyiri nyina edi firo so nti Sunday juwe never do birthday no
happy birthday to you happy birthday to you happy birthday dear happy birthday to
you enti ya ko mamincha sule o betko sule na bibia bokro de beton gaje ya mamintonka ametonka na fesalaye semna wadi munawi o forestry Ghana we say Tetima branch now but now minyan tese o kuruma si ndi o ma mi hu de na o kodu wi na Africa but asma ma ka tro halaye ma ncha na pi ana afise pastor Felix come pastor good morning ana pe woni abawadi from ma jimo don fete ye cha na fe sofo akwayima o yima ko venture da good morning ana pe pana fe so master kujo repair TV ton camp tape use pen drive our crossing station only for just an Indian here chacha mu nyina na pi o sin se me kan to chia master kujo they be out na no begina video so no ntima ye ncha na na pi pana fe darling boy GH o twa tinteglass e wosunya kwan so oni SD money die no hwe ana fe so onua Francis so ho onua sa bibia bokode ye cha na na pe so repair air condition no humi wasike June July ya ma ise adwuma number fom na me so bompa na wiane mo be so mo ba na wiane mo so de bia
ase ko fi ko ayi a obi oye fundaka yesu e crocodile tears
season
ti so obi ewu no obi oye fundaka gina ho esu a e ka wo fry
adentia
because na wo nipa na nguma na nye fundaka no be da didi
The same as
Mammy Chaboyma, oh, Nyanza, Flores and Asapa, only team in
England. That is also a year, a crocodile tear.
Sir, you, yeah,
I will buy air conditioning for a bed manco. Don't you ask it? To be a Fundaka, yes, is one for the serious.
Someone was some ocean catcher, what a man guarantee, and why?